What comes into view when credit markets converge? At PGIM, we believe opportunity favors those who see the bigger picture. With our $1.2 trillion integrated credit platform, we bridge public and private markets across the credit continuum. This gives us the flexibility to uncover relative value and explore ways to build more resilient portfolios. One integrated platform, all the credit. PGIM. Keep asking. PGIM Inc. All investments involve risk, including the possible loss of capital.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, you may or may not remember a story from last month. A man in Pittsburgh, he groped a mall Easter bunny. And in addition to groping the Easter bunny, the man, for reasons we cannot explain, also stuffed his fingers into the costume's nose and mouth. I don't know why that's so weird to me. Well, the Easter bunny is back in the news, but this time not as the victim. We go to Florida, where a man dressed as the Easter bunny, as one does, led police on a high-speed chase, reaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. Now, he was arrested for multiple traffic violations and for having a weapon during the commission of a felony. That's right, the Easter bunny is packing heat. Who knew? Meanwhile, in more people dressed in costume news, we go to Maryland, where police are investigating reports of a man in a pink animal costume who chased 4 children at a bus stop. Now, the costume looks like a cross between an Energizer Bunny and Pink Panther, so that's what the cops are on the lookout for. Okay. And then in upstate New York, a man was arrested for attempting to stab a family member. It should be noted that they were dressed up as a cow at the time. We don't know why. That's just the case. He's dressed as a cow. He wants to stab a family member. And it's not really that it actually matters, but when someone does something, when someone does anything, actually, and they do it in costume, it just makes things more memorable. Look, I got arrested one time. I was dressed as the cowboy from the Village People. That's really what I remember most about that entire thing. My mugshot is me dressed as the cowboy from the frickin' Village People. But hell, man, I mean, look, there was a guy who, right now, in Oregon, a gubernatorial candidate, a man running for governor, he's dressed like a pencil. No one knows what the guy looks like. He just shows up in an inflatable pencil costume. You see what we're getting at here? And that's what we're talking about today. So our question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is why was what someone was wearing important to the story?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today. This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Home and Tolls, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,535. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of Ted versus the FCC. But wait, there's more. Ooh. Not only will you get the normal version of Ted versus the FCC at 4:35, but you will also get a second round of Ted versus the FCC at 5:40 for your last chance to squeeze in that twosome for the Miles Montgomery Golf Classic.
Just giving them what they want.
Yeah. We have about, let me see so far, Ted. You're going to pick from about 3 or 4 different submissions.
Okay.
Randomly.
We were going to do it yesterday, and then we all forgot.
We forgot to do it.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell them.
Well, straight up. I mean,
We ran out of time.
Yeah.
Ran out of time. Someone texted in and said we ran out of time.
Right.
Time.
Yeah. Well, and then, right. And so I'll do a regular one at 4:35.
Right.
And then these new submitted ones.
So we're going to do
end of TV time.
We're going to do one today at the end of TV time. If you miss, then that person gets the last twosome in the golf tournament.
that's correct.
That's how it is. All right. Now,
All
if
right.
not,
But if you nail them all,
then Tuesday.
yeah, start over.
Well, I'm hoping I can nail it. I'd
get
like
back
to
to
stretch
business.
this out and not just have 2 and miss.
yeah.
Well, either way, I mean, someone's going to have a great time at the tournament. So, I mean, if you would like to submit something for Ted to get in on that twosome, send us an email to the men's room at KISW.com. Get your tongue twister in. Remember, the idea behind the tongue twister is that if Ted misses, that he will slip up and say a cuss word. All right? That's how we play Ted versus the FCC.
Yeah.
That's what makes it different than a regular tongue twister.
Correct. And if I mess up and you get those tickets, I expect 1 free hot dog.
All right. Fair enough. Why not? We'll also drink and toast the weekend with a shot of the day. There's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Come on.
And today we hit the road for the Memorial Day weekend for a Bad Choice Friday. There's exciting news today for gas stations. A lot of Americans are hitting up the pumps for the weekend. AAA released its Memorial Day travel report, and they are predicting a record number of Americans are traveling this year.
Didn't they say that last year?
I think it happens every year.
Every year.
Okay,
right.
so they expect 45 million people to travel this year, up a notch from 2025. The record is 44.8 million, which was set just last year.
Uh-huh.
All right. 39.1 million drivers will drive this year. 3.7 million will fly, and 2.2 million will use some other form of transportation, bus, train, whatever. Vehicle and air travel are expected to be up from last year, but just barely. However, the other category is supposed to be up more than 5%, and that's possibly due to higher gas prices. Right now, believe it or not, I don't know if I want to tell you this. The national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.17 on Memorial Day weekend last year.
Damn.
Currently, the national average is $4.56.
That still sounds like a bargain if you live here.
So, right, for us.
You should also choose your departure time wisely, they say, to avoid traffic jams. In general, there tends to be less traffic early in the morning. If you leave around noon, AAA says you should expect some delays. So with the record number of travelers out on the road, we're picking some road songs for the Memorial Day weekend. First and foremost, the one and only Lindsey Buckingham.
I love that song.
It's in every vacation movie, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I never knew it was Lindsey Buckingham.
Sure. From Fleetwood Mac.
I'm not positive. I really knew Lindsey Buckingham until they started putting him on that skit on SNL.
And SNL? Yeah.
And then it's like, you know his music.
Then he absolutely
And then I found out he was in Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Is he the only one that didn't have sex with the singer?
No, he had
he had plenty.
Yeah, he had plenty of sex with
Yeah, plenty of sex with
Oh,
the
lots of
Oh, yeah.
Lots of sex with it.
Did she sleep with everybody in that band?
Probably
Just
not
the dudes.
Probably not John McVie because he was married to Christine McVie.
Yeah, but didn't he step out on her or something? Or?
Could be.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, look,
They're
everyone
all
had a
having
band.
sex. Yeah, exactly. Lindsey Buckingham and Holiday Road taking on Eddie Rabbit.
Told you knew the song.
Yeah.
No one thinks they know the song, and then when you hear it, you're like, oh, that's the song.
Because you think you like Love a Rainy Night.
Yeah.
But he's got a few bangers, that Eddie Rabbit guy.
Yeah, this song makes you want to put the top down and cruise the beach.
Turn that up for him, Mike.
Turn it up. There you go. Oh, yeah.
That's feel-good music.
I can smell the charcoal from here.
That's right. Eddie Rabbit and Driving My Life Away taking on Lindsey Buckingham and Holiday Road. There are your choices on a Bad Choice Friday. Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. Which one do you want? It's a tough call, isn't it?
And
I'm
that
taking Eddie
actually
Rabbit,
is.
man.
I mean, they're both great songs. I don't know, man. I might go with the Rabbit today.
Yeah, I'm thinking Eddie Rabbit all the way.
Since I ran over that family of bunnies with my lawnmower, I'm going to go Eddie
You
Rabbit.
owe him one, yeah.
Eddie Rabbit, that's right.
You owe him one.
Try to get one back in the win
I
column.
think you owe him a few.
Yeah, exactly. And today on the question, why was what someone was wearing important to the story? Now, we have a bunch of different stories that have taken place recently where people are wearing different attire.
And that's kind of what makes the story.
It really does. And look, it could be anything from a bikini malfunction to a lot of different things out there. But what you're wearing is going to be important to the story. Okay? So we'll start with this one. If you're wondering how the Easter Bunny moves around the country so fast, this could be a clue. In Florida, a 29-year-old man on a motorcycle named Dalton Hubert was arrested after leading police on a high-speed chase earlier this month. He was clocked at 120 miles per hour. Strange part is that he was dressed as a bunny at the time. It wasn't a full body suit, but it was an elaborate helmet which featured giant plush ears, blue eyes, and a pink nose. There was a hole where the mouth would be to look through. He is facing charges of reckless driving, felony fleeting, and eluding law enforcement, speeding more than 50 miles per hour over the speed limit and having a weapon during the commission of a felony. So he probably is going to be locked up for a while. What was the guy? Probably been maybe a year or two. And you'd see him every once in a while. He had more of a motocross-style bike. So more knobbies on the tires. He was driving around. It's kind of like more of one of those type bikes.
The guy in the green outfit.
And someone ran him off the road or he got into a crash. Or I don't know exactly what happened, but he was laid up for a while. But I used to see that guy constantly. He was like, not like a Green Grover, but kind of that look.
It kind of looked like Oscar the Grouch.
Ah.
Yeah, dude, he would fly downtown. I mean, at least once a week, be out there smoking. And I mean, he just zipped by.
He had
And you're
wings,
right.
wings on his back. I
You were
believe.
just happy to see him. It's so ridiculous, but that is what he wore. I mean,
Yeah.
top to bottom.
Yeah, it was.
He got hit?
Something happened to him, man.
Damn.
Let me see if I can find this. Motorcycle guy, Seattle.
I don't know why that's funny.
accident.
Just because he's wearing that outfit, man. Like somehow you feel worse.
I'm not familiar with him.
You never saw this guy?
No.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he would. I don't know if he worked down here or lived down here, but he was downtown pretty frequently.
I think his name was Fluffy. He's on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
If it will come up.
Nice.
Maybe Fluffy's. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Fluffy. Ah, crap.
Yeah, that
That
dude.
guy. You
Yeah.
ever seen that guy?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him all the time. Something happened to him, though. Like, he got a hit and run crash leaves Fluffy the Dragon injured. There you go. There's a story right there.
Fluffy the Dragon.
Fluffy the
He was a
Dragon.
victim of a hit and run. There he is right there. Fluffy the Dragon. You never seen Fluffy?
No.
Okay.
I wonder if I ever ran into him at like one of those backfire
So
events.
this accident happened in 2024 in August. He says, I guess it's better than being dead, but it's not ideal. He said he's in a lot of pain. This is, again, a couple years ago. Makes a lot of people happy what I do. It's really the only job in my life that makes me happy. Makes other people happy, too. He is Fluffy the Dragon. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Story number 3. Fredericksburg police are investigating a suspect in an animal suit seen chasing children. Fredericksburg police are investigating reports that a person in an animal costume chased children near a bus stop on May 14th. In a Facebook post, Mary Camuso reported that her 2 children and their classmates, they get off the school bus and spotted someone in a pink animal costume. An image shared in the post shows a person in a pink animal costume, a flannel jacket, and brown boots. Once the bus left the area, the person in costume reportedly chased the group of 4 children. He chased after all 4 kids and tried to grab a little girl, who was the slowest. Her sister pulled her away, and they got away. A car drove by them, scaring him, and he turned and ran away. The post said the suspect's costume had a tear in the face near the eye. The children could glimpse the person's face through the tear. They said he looked like a man and had facial hair and a tan complexion. The police department
Looks like
takes
the
these.
Pink Panther.
Yes,
Kind of,
exactly.
yeah.
They still haven't caught this guy.
No, well, I'm sure he's not walking around in the costume.
Based on the fact that he, was wearing that. And one more story. WRGB reports that the Albany County Sheriff's Office responded to a domestic incident on Saturday. Deputies arriving at the home on Jubilee Road about 7:30 found one Anthony Papula. He was arrested after attempting to stab a male family member with a knife, according to the sheriff. He allegedly struck the victim in the leg with his car door before fleeing the area. He was found afterward and detained by police and was transferred into custody. At the time, he was wearing a cow costume, according to the sheriff. It is unclear why he was wearing the bovine outfit, they told the Times-Union, but such behavior appears to be expected from him. The victim, whose name was not released, was refused treatment. He refused treatment by the EMS. He was charged with second-degree attempted assault, second-degree reckless endangerment, blah, 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 blah. He was arraigned in Sunday and then released. But they have no idea why he was. Such behavior appears to be expected from him.
That's what I'm saying. That says it all.
That is the weirdest part of the story right there. To get beaten up and stabbed by someone who
Dressed as a cow.
Who's dressed as a cow. Yeah. So our question, why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, you're letting me back on after yesterday?
I mean, maybe.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, God, this might be a regular thing. But as far as the wearing something last Friday, not this Friday, my 15, soon-to-be 16-year-old granddaughter, who wanted me to drive her to school, decided to leave early and walk and disappear for the weekend. So then when I had to call 911 to report her missing, what was she wearing? Oh, I don't know. I know what she was wearing when she came back. I don't know if that's what she was wearing when she left.
What?
So I know what she was wearing today. It's another Friday. I'm going to keep it positive. We'll see.
Okay, Mary.
You're a strange bird, Mary.
You be good to yourself.
That's
Is
it.
anybody else confused?
Yes, I am.
All
And
right.
I was debating asking a question. Then I said,
Mike, what did she tell you?
unfortunately, the exact thing that she told you guys. But I was like, you know what? It's Friday.
I'm sure there's a story there somewhere.
I don't know, Mary, but that laugh, it's a little bit like a Joker laugh.
It is.
I don't know what she's wearing today.
I think her lipstick might be on crooked. You know what I mean? I never look in the mirror when I put on my lipstick. I stop when it gets near my eye.
Mother never let me laugh, so I have a permanent smile now.
Mommy likes vodka in plastic bottles. Let's check 2 here. Why was what someone wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Man, a lot going. She sounds like she's a happy, content
Very
person.
fun.
Very nice.
Very fun.
Very nice.
She's gonna stab us.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi.
Hola.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. It's Positive Friday.
Great.
Positive.
So, I was playing in a band in New Jersey at the Penalty Box, and the name of the band was Polly's Bazaar, and we'd have Bazaar night, and we'd let people get in at a discount if they wore Bazaar clothes. So all my Bazaar clothes were in the laundry, and I'm looking around, and I see this loincloth, kind of leopard print. So I grabbed that and tried to fit it on me, and I was wearing a gorilla head. And we went up on stage, and the bass player went into a solo. So I climbed up to the trusses, and I was swinging around on those, and my junk came out. Oh, my God.
Okay.
It was pretty intense. So I immediately jumped down, and I went behind the keyboards and got everything situated.
Is it less embarrassing when you're wearing a gorilla head?
I mean, no one could see you.
That's right, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, like, if my junk's going to pop out, I hope I'm also wearing a mask at the same time. Wow.
Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today. This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
This is the mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Oregon's quirkiest gubernatorial hopeful is a 6-foot pencil with a blunt message about the state schools. Pencil is the alter ego of Jay Schubert, a former college professor and literacy advocate, who is asking voters to bypass both parties and handwrite pencil on their ballots to protest Oregon's worst in the nation 4th grade reading scores.
Damn.
The costume candidate, he cannot legally become governor, but he hopes a visible write-in protest will pressure leaders to overhaul how kids are taught to read. Sends a message that if pencils start showing up in the primary, that the governors might want to pay attention to the issue and maybe start doing something. This is an indictment of the people who are running our state, he says. Our question, why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So, it was a few years ago. I'm on my way to a party, and I pull up to a parking lot there a little early, and I'm rolling a couple of party favors for the party. And this random guy just kind of walks up to my window, and he's asking me if I have jumper cables. His car battery's dead. He left his lights on. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, no, I really just want to get this off my lap so you're not, this is before everything is legal. But I'm like, no, I don't have jumper cables. But I was like, I saw his car look like a manual. So I was like, is yours a stick by chance? And he said, yeah. So I was like, well, do you know how to push start it? He didn't know what I was talking about. So I was like, well, if you don't mind, let me get in your car. We're kind of on an incline. Give me a little push. So he's like, okay. So I get out of my car. Little did he know, I'm on my way to a Halloween party, and I'm dressed. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the show Doug, the cartoon show back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was Quail Man.
Oh, okay.
And
all right.
What does that guy look like? What's the description of this guy?
It's Doug with a belt wrapped around his head, and it's got the little floop up like a quail.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lame, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was the best Halloween costume I ever made. And I had the buff costume on, I had the cape on and everything, and I was literally his superhero that day at time. He had no other choice. It was fun.
Okay. All right. And you got the car started, right?
I got the car started. He has the manager at Supercuts and told me to get a free haircut anytime.
Oh, nice. All right. He's telling that story, too. Like, man, this weird dude got out of the car and helped me out.
Well, and costumes make a difference, right? Like, back in the day when Summer Meltdown was still going, they started with themes. But back in the day, Saturday was just costume night.
Yeah.
So I remember once sitting there, and we're in the beer garden, and my buddy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching Zeus and his wife play beer pong. Right? Because he was just dressed as Zeus, and his wife was dressed as like a whatever goddess, and it was just one of those things. Like, I know they're regular people, but watching them, it was like, this is kind of cool.
It is. It makes everything unique.
Yeah.
Detectives and a Department of Fish and Wildlife biologist saw right through a scam involving a human in a bear costume. Authorities said, and now 3 people in California, they have been sentenced for insurance fraud. The California Insurance Department said the 3 staged fake attacks by a person in a bear suit inside a Rolls-Royce and 2 Mercedes in 2024. Then they submitted fraudulent claims seeking nearly $142,000 in payouts from insurance companies. According to the captain, Eric Hood, who led the investigation, he didn't think the insurance department had seen such a case in his 20 years on the job. It is definitely unique. Two L.A. area men and a woman pleaded no contest to felony insurance fraud, and they were sentenced to a weekend in jail, followed by probation, and they had to pay over $50,000 in restitution. They were accused of providing several videos from the San Bernardino Mountains of a bear moving inside of the vehicles to the insurance companies as part of their damage claims.
Right.
Photos provided by the insurance department show what appears to be scratches on the seats and doors. The biologist reviewing the footage, he concluded that's not a bear. Detectives found a bear costume in a search of the suspect's home, according to the department. Our question, why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Gary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, my brother.
Hola.
Long-time listener, multiple-time caller.
Wonderful.
Can I say something before we start, please?
Sure.
Okay, I'd just like to say all my fellow Chiefs out there, go out and celebrate and see your brothers that are not with us anymore.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, brother. That's what it's about. Not just
All
buying
right, here's
new
my
mattresses.
Or eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, following that, I served in the military, joined the 77. In 1989, I made Chief Petty Officer, which is a really big deal in the military. I don't know if it is nowadays. They all wear the same uniforms. But we switched uniforms from our dungarees to khakis, and it was a big deal. It was like a college hazing event. For like 30 days, all the chiefs on the base screwed with me. So
how so?
They made me. I was an air crewman, so my costume, I had to dress up as a flight attendant.
Okay.
So I had the blazer, the white shirt, the skirt, the nylons, the little shoes, all that. I mean, I went full tilt.
Did you have to do it every day, everywhere you went?
No, this was just for one special event where they brought all female chiefs in, master chiefs, senior chiefs, regular chiefs, and I was supposed to strip down.
And did you?
Out of my flight attendant costume and entertain the female chiefs. So what I did is I had a big, large female sex toy. I don't know if you can say it on.
I think we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, I had that strapped in there, and they had all these female chiefs and seniors and masters, and there's some crusty ones. So when I dropped my skivvies drawers, I had this big, long tube. I swear to gosh, some of them were drooling.
Nice work.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I got back at them for making me wear that crap.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Yep. Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
There's some crusty ones. Like, you're a dude in nylon.
Yeah, I mean, just the same. We, speaking of dressing in drag, so my buddy Tony, notoriously late to everything. And we were a foursome. We're going to go bowling. Tony's going to meet us. Three of us are already together. Tony's going to meet us, and we're going to go to the bowling alley together. Of course, we get the phone call from Tony. I'm running late. It's a guarantee. And it's so freaking annoying because it's everything. So my buddy Paul's like, F it, man. Let's meet him at the bowling alley. I'm like, well, okay. He said, but we're dressing in drag. So we go through his mom's closet, man. We were lipstick. We got dresses on and all this. So Tony has no idea this is going to happen. So the three of us roll to the bowling alley. You get a few looks, but for the most part, it's good-natured. People just kind of chuckle, and we start bowling. Tony gets there about 45 minutes later, and he walks right by us. He doesn't realize that it's us because, again, we're in drag. So we all just, Tony. The look on his face, because now he's the only one dressed normal, so now it makes it worse for him, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he had shown up in drag, it would have been better for him. So he's the one normal dressed guy. We're waving to him. He looked mortified. And then now everyone in the bowling alley is looking at him like he's the freak. So he walks over and he's just like, what are you guys doing? Paul's like, it's because you're late. It's like, you guys dressed in drag because I'm late? We said, yeah. Are you embarrassed? He goes, I'm very embarrassed. We said, that's the point. This only happened because you're running late.
Is he still late all the time, do you know?
I don't know.
Doesn't he play gigs and stuff? I mean, wouldn't that be a bad look to not show up?
He does play gigs. He plays gigs like 5 nights a week, man. And he's always on time.
Okay.
Best guitar player I've ever seen. But anything, if it's not specifically a performance, he's not going to be on time. He probably died 2 years ago. He just hasn't got around to being dead yet. I mean, that's the way he is.
Right, because, you always talk about Batman, but I think he shows up to work on time.
Oh, yeah, Batman gets to work. By the way, I did find out Batman's kid was so Batman's kid is going to go to the same high school as my son, all right? And they had a parent initiation, whatever the hell he called, a couple of months ago. So I see him there, and I was like, dude, we were just talking about you yesterday. You're saying how Batman's always late. And he's like, dude, I got my kid to school 15 minutes late yesterday. I'm like, what is it with you? He's like, I don't know. I'm just always late. But, the trend continues. So I'm like, look, man, you got to make sure your kid gets to school on time. This is high school now. You're going to be a freshman. You can't be late all the time. And he's just like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have other friends. Some people show up early, but my buddy Cobb, he shows up on time.
He
sometimes
me as
I'm convinced he'll walk around the block so that
just to be on the nose.
Just to be on the nose. But when we tape the podcast, if it's past 2 minutes or 3 minutes late and he's not there, it almost worries me.
I can believe it.
So I'm like, something must have happened. It's always on time.
Yeah.
Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Lauren. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, guys.
Hola.
Man, first-time caller.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks. So I'm coming up on my best friend, my brother, for a long time. He just died about 3 years ago. But when he was alive, he used to make fun of me all the time, and he'd call me a great big P all the time. And so it became a joke that I would tell him, yep, biggest on the peninsula. I got lips flapping in the wind. Anyways, it became a whole joke. And I decided to make a full-body costume. That was a big vulva, basically. It was a bunch of wrinkled pink satiny fabric stuffed all the way around me. My head popped through the middle. My head was the clit, so I had a pink hat and pink and bun. And then it had a skin color all the way around that. So it hung down basically to my feet, but it went all the way around my head. And then I had the bright idea to put a squirt gun underneath it. Anyways, just to make fun of him. And then he made me go to the casino one year for Halloween dressed as that. And I was kind of worried. I didn't know how it was going to go. But I won first place, won $1,000.
Oh, did you really?
And I became not only the biggest P on the peninsula, but I became the most expensive.
Yeah. Well, how about you go to the casino dressed like that, you walk out with $1,000, that's a pretty good haul.
You won $1,000 dressed like a giant vagina.
I would have voted for you.
Yeah, and it only cost me about $40 to make it. So
how long did it take you to create your giant vagina costume?
Oh, I don't know. It probably a week. I sat there every once in a while watching TV and sewing it together.
All right. Okay.
Not very long. It was supposed to be just a joke. It slowly started to fall apart, but there were people who came up to me later. I worked at a bar up there, and there were people who came up to me later that said they'd seen me, and they just knew me as the vagina girl.
All right.
Name. It became this really big joke. There's actually quite a lot of people who recognize it. Apparently.
Do you still have the costume anywhere?
Actually, I just retired it.
What do you mean you retired?
I burned it on a fire. It was actually growing moldy and stuff. I had hung it on the window. It was a long story. It had seen a long life.
Giant moldy vagina.
I like that you burned it.
It started to get some mold. So, okay, time to retire you, and I threw it on the fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Costumes also, I would say costumes get you into places, right? Like me and Miggs always tell the story of going to a fish show as Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't around Halloween. So we were like the only ones in costume. And I mean, people invited us into their suites. They were giving us free drinks. I mean, it was wild just because they were like, Bert and Ernie, get in here.
Man. It is weird how that works. If it's not Halloween and you're dressed ridiculous, I'd buy you a beer.
Yeah.
If you rolled into the bar and you're dressed like Bert and Ernie, like, guys, next round's on me. And I don't know why.
How did you get invited to a suite? You weren't sitting in that level, were you?
No, I don't think we were. Like, we never sat in our actual seats. And I think, right, because it was still, I mean, this was years ago, so it was still the Key Arena.
Yeah.
I think we just kind of walked up there as people were like, Bert, Ernie, you got to come up here. And, like, security was like, go ahead, Bert and Ernie. And then, like, as we walked around,
you're telling me if I'm dressed like Bert and Ernie, or at least a character that people like, security's even like, go ahead.
You're fine?
Look, the only thing that we ran into was one woman I remember kind of freaked out on Steve, and she was like, I hate Bert and Ernie. Like, get away from me. I know. It's a fish show.
Okay. Right.
And then a guy I knew walked by me. He didn't know I was in there, and he was like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I just turned my head, and I was like, "Let's just call him Keith." And I was like, "Happy birthday, Keith!" And he's like, "Oh my God! Like, how do you know my
Magical.
name?" And I was just like, "It's Ted."
Do you still have the Ernie costume?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I haven't broken it out in a while. Yeah, I mean, once.
Well, I mean, you got to take it to Vegas then, if you can get it in your bag. Because if you get this carte blanche access,
that's my fault.
I mean, now you're in Vegas, so it's going to get a little crazier. I mean, like you could be. It's kind of like Sugar Ray Leonard. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You could do the same thing.
Can you? Would you do the show in it?
In the Ernie costume?
Well, I'm just saying, we're on YouTube now. Why not? Like,
the problem is, I would just sound like this a lot of the time.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
If I'm watching this thing on YouTube, and every time I look, there's Ernie, I'm like, this is better.
And he has like dead eyes.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most.
Did you just buy this off the internet?
Oh,
okay.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's still in my costume, bin.
All right.
I could dig it out.
Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
How's it going, guys?
Doing good, man. Positive
Been listening
Friday.
for a while.
Thank you.
So I make those professional costumes you see for Comic-Con and all those kinds of things for several people, right?
All right.
Like furry costumes?
I don't do so much furry, but if you ever see the big people wearing the giant mech suits made from foam.
I saw a lot of those guys, yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, really? Okay.
So a buddy of mine wanted one done playing a character from this Final Fantasy game. And he said we had to wait on the competition to give us the green light. And then once they gave us the green light that he could enter the costume in it, I had 20 days to make it.
And you got it done?
Oh, yeah, dude. This thing, so the scale of the suit, it takes about between 72 to 80 hours for something like that. We got it done in 46. And I was just pulling 20-hour days, just shaping foam and painting and plastic dipping and doing all this stuff. And then he went down there and he got third place in the Anaheim Final Fantasy Convention costume contest.
So how many of these do you make? You said you make them for several people. So in the course of a year, about how many of these things do you think you make?
Between the normal costumes I make, 5 or 6 roughly.
Is that a full-time job or is that a part-time job?
That's a side hustle because the government and doctors won't let me go back to normal work.
Okay.
All right.
And so how much do you charge for each one of these? Depending on what's the most expensive one you made?
The most expensive one was this one, which was $2,600.
Okay.
Damn.
What's the cheapest?
The cheapest one I could do is $500.
Okay. Do you have a website or anything I can check this stuff out?
On Facebook and Instagram, Bearded Visual Artistry.
Bearded Visual Artistry. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, that's pretty cool.
My last name's Beard, that's why.
Okay. That explains it. Cool, man.
Bearded Visual Art.
My daughter's been working on her San Diego Comic-Con costume about 3 hours a day, 7 days a week for at least the last 4 months. And I have absolutely no idea what it's supposed to be.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Is it anime stuff?
But it's even obscure in the anime world. So it is massive. She's doing a bang-up job. Her attention to detail is outrageous. I just have no effing idea what the hell it's supposed to look like when she's done.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's pro-level crap.
Yeah.
There he is.
All right.
Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today. This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Would you look at that? It's time for some of our favorite Snapple Real Facts. Real Fact 1433, toe wrestling is a competitive sport. Real Fact 732, the chicken is the closest living relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Real Fact 1599, a man once ate an entire airplane. Youch. Did he have any hot sauce? Yeah, so anyways, this has been a refreshing break brought to you by Snapple. Real tea, real juice.
With Snaps, it's refreshing!
The Recap Show is an inside look into the world of global soccer and women's sports.
Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up, we'll drink a toast in the weekend, the 3-day weekend. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
And we hit the road for the Memorial Day weekend on a Bad Choice Friday with Lindsey Buckingham. Lindsey Buckingham and Holiday Road taking on Eddie Rabbit. How's the voting looking?
People are on the Holiday Road right now.
Okay. Really?
Well, that's on X.
I know, man. I'm pulling for the rabbit.
Did you put one up on YouTube as well?
Oh, yeah.
I did indeed. Let's see how it's looking over there. Currently, people are wanting to drive their life away over on the YouTube.
All right.
They seem to contradict.
Yeah. You can vote on YouTube at KISW Rock. And when you get there, please subscribe to the channel as well. And smash the like burger.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate that, too. You can also vote on X and Men's Room Live. So it's either going to be Eddie Rabbit or Lindsey Buckingham. Coming up right after we drink a toast with the shot of the day.
Come on, Eddie.
That's it. All right, let's see here. They say one could call it a hard case, but ultimately an Alabama judge found not hard enough. Fairhope Municipal Judge Hames Schnecker acquitted Renea Gamble Wednesday of all remaining misdemeanor charges, stemming from her decision to wear an inflatable 7-foot penis costume to a anti-Trump No Kings protest in October 2025. Gamble walked out of the courtroom after 3 hours of testimony and cleared of any wrongdoing, but her attorney said her arrest was traumatizing and she may consider legal recourse. Gamble is a retired sign language interpreter. She was one of more than 1,000 people who attended the rally in Fairhope, a small city on the eastern shore of Mobile Bay, where she strutted in a cartoonish phallic getup, bought at a local Spirit Halloween store, and waved a sign declaring, "No dictator." Body footage quickly went viral, showed Fairhope police zeroing in on Gamble at the busy intersection.
Get the penis.
The arresting officer complained the giant inflatable member was causing a public spectacle and potential traffic hazard in the family-friendly Gulf town. Now, when Gamble refused to, quote, deflate and remove the costume, things got physical. Officers took the 62-year-old to the ground and cuffed the penis while lying on the grass.
They tackled the giant penis.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then
waiting for this day.
More footage of the police trying to stuff the oversized penis into the squad car. During the arrest, when asked her name, Gamble fired back with Aunt Tifa. A pun there. Prosecutors later tacked on an extra charge for that bit of wordplay and for disturbing the peace with her provocative protest attire. They dropped the charge of providing a false name before holding trial because she was joking, obviously.
Yeah.
They testified that her large costume was restricting the view of drivers entering the road. And when asked to remove it, she was non-compliant. After Gamble turned away from him to leave, that's when the officer tackled the penis and arrested her. He says she was obstructing traffic and was a safety risk. The judge didn't buy that.
Yeah, come on.
So our question, why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
I don't know if I can bring myself to tackle a penis.
No?
I mean, the situation would just have to be extreme if I'm squaring off against a 7-foot penis. Like I'm taking.
Well, if somebody's dressed like that and they're talking S to you, I could see charging them.
You charge a penis?
It depends on what he said or what she said. Well, that's a woman. So I guess if a woman penis was talking S to me, I wouldn't charge her. But if it's just like Mike.
You're lucky you're a lady penis.
Yeah, and he gets, Otherwise, I'd spear you.
Hello, Nate. Welcome to the men's room.
How do you say hello in Spanish?
Hola.
Hey, gentlemen. So I made a Halloween costume in the early 2000s where it was a giant maxi pad, and I made it look like I bit somebody, so I had blood coming off my chin, and then I had two nunchucks that had blood on the end, and I put it on my MySpace page, and, like, the next year it just blew up, and every year it got bigger and bigger, to the point they said the name of it on Comedy Central, so...
You got mentioned on Comedy Central.
Ninja, that's me.
What is the name again?
Yeah. Tampon Ninja.
Okay, hold on.
No.
And you had no expectation that this was going to snowball, right?
No, not at all. A company in Europe actually started making my costume and selling it.
I'll be damned. Okay.
So you now sell that costume?
Yeah, I never saw a penny off that.
Yeah, you just made it.
Huh.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I just made it. I just took 2 pieces of foam and got an old, quilt and just made a big maxi pad, and we thought it'd be really funny. And then that picture is the only time I was in full makeup because that Halloween I burnt my face blowing fireballs.
Oh, golly. Good times. Yeah. Okay, all right.
That's not the call I expected.
No. Yeah. We had an event down at Showbox Soto. I don't know how many years ago this is. Probably over 10 years ago. But we were dressed as different 70s characters, so to speak. I don't know if it was 70s themed.
Yeah.
Either way, I was dressed up as Evel Knievel. So I got on Google and searched for an Evel Knievel costume.
Yeah.
All right. Now this thing came from China. Took about 2 weeks to get here. So I put this thing on, and it's all shiny plastic.
Right.
It is also a onesie. When I took it out of the package, it smelled like gasoline. It reeked.
Oh yeah.
To high heaven. I mean, I was like, wow. That is. Now it also it kind of it was tight enough to where I basically had to just go with just underwear on underneath it.
Yeah.
And wear the whole suit because that's the way it was form fitted like that. So I was like, all right. Or at least I was too big for it. But anyway, I put this thing on, and there was a guy in the back of Showbox Soto. There's a back door out there where they load in, they load out. If you're a performer or whatever, you want to step outside, they open that door for you and let you back in. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm walking out there to smoke a cigarette. And the guy working the door says, hey, man, he said, I know that smell. He's like, I work with chemicals during my day job. He's like, that is really, he said, if it's the same thing I think it is, and I know that smell.
Yeah.
He said, that is one of the most flammable things that we have in our shop. He's like, I would not go outside and smoke that cigarette with that costume on.
It's that bad?
He's like, yeah. He's like, are you getting dizzy? And I'm like, kind of lightheaded. Yeah. He's like, you will, man. He's like, I said, every time I open up to get a little air in my chest and it poofs back up, I was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. He's like, man, I'm just telling you, do not get near anything hot. Do not get near anything that has a flame or anything like that until you get that thing off. And I was like, wow, okay, thanks for the heads up, brother. He's like, I'm being dead serious, man. He's like, you need to get that off as quickly as you can.
Did you take it all? Or
as soon as we did our stage or whatever, I went back to my normal street clothes.
Okay, all right.
But I was out there for like at least once.
Well, my buddies owned Bacon Salt and Baconaise. I used to dress up as a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
But it was literally just foam that they had spray painted the color of bacon.
Yeah.
And like we went down to the market to take photos and everything, but that was like a giant rule. Like if people got near bacon with a cigarette, it was like, get away from me. I will go up in flames.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Tell you what
comforting.
though, going back to like the costume get you in stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I got to catch a fish down at the market.
Why?
Because you were dressed like bacon?
Because you were dressed as bacon.
Yeah, and they were just like, bacon, get in here. You want to catch a fish? And like, I was like, yeah, sure. In my head, I was like, I've been waiting for this.
Is this like back to the clipboard and walking fast and acting like? I mean, if you dress in costume, are you?
On a non...
Yeah. Are you basically, could you just do anything?
It's not that you can do anything, it's that people invite you to do things.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if you could just walk into VIP, but like you said with the suites, they will invite you. All they have to do is see you like, dude, he's dressed like Barney. Come on in.
I told you, if you ever go to the F1 race in Austin, there's a man who dresses like Ricky Bobby. He's in the full costume. He looks like Will Ferrell. He talks like Will Ferrell.
All right.
And I mean, we hunted him down. We got a picture with him. And then I watched him just walk around. And I mean, people were losing their S, but it's exactly the same thing. Like, I don't know if he has that pass. You saw him in every VIP, everything. And they're just like, get in here.
I mean, is it Chad Smith?
Right. It could be. From what I understand, that's like a side job he does, but he's there every year at the F1 Grand Prix in Austin.
Is he wearing the Wonder Bread outfit?
Correct.
Okay.
Like, I think if you Google him, just like, Austin, F1 Austin race, Ricky Bobby, like, he'll show up.
Yeah.
And just gets invited to everything.
Yeah. Like, the first day we were at the track, we're drinking with these people's, all these Welsh people.
All right.
And that was like one of the first things they said, because they go every year. They were like, have you seen Ricky Bobby yet? We were like, what?
What are you talking
So
about?
it turned in, on race day, we got there really early, and it turned into like a thing. Like, we had to hunt down Ricky Bobby.
And everyone's treating him great.
It was awesome. There was like a line. Like, I waited in line to take a picture with him.
But you're not sure, like, he's not like F1 sponsored. This is just something that he does.
He lives down in Texas, and again, he might do it on the side as an impersonator.
Yeah.
But I guess just every year for the F1 race, he just shows up at the track, and it's a great thing.
We got to give this a try, man.
I know. There's something to it.
Just figure out the costume and then just walk through town and see what perks we get.
I've seen pictures of Chad Smith with a Chili Pepper drummer dressed in that Wonder Bread costume, playing drums at a Chili Pepper show. There's an old picture of it somewhere. But, yeah.
You know what we should do? We should dress as jockeys and go down to Emerald Downs.
You think we get special treatment?
I think people would be pumped to see 4 regular size, like jockeys.
Yeah.
Especially you guys over 6 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, how about over 140 pounds?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is another story involving the Easter Bunny. We had the story earlier about the guy who was caught going over 100 miles an hour on his bicycle.
120.
Dressed as the Easter Bunny. A Pittsburgh area mall's Easter photo op ended with handcuffs instead of candy for one New Jersey man. CBS News reports that according to authorities in Bethel Park, a 36-year-old man named Shavakrishna Bera groped a woman working in a full Easter costume Easter Bunny costume at the South Hills Village Mall on the Monday before Easter. Per a criminal complaint, the woman told police the suspect ignored her attempt to redirect his questions to an assistant, then touched her arm and upper chest and grabbed her breast. The assistant said the man asked if the bunny was a boy or a girl, then jammed his fingers into the costume's nose and mouth.
That is so weird to me.
Police say mall security in a video helped them identify the suspect. He was found asleep in a nearby AMC theater. As officers detained him, he allegedly asked if the bunny was the merchandise thing near a Five Below and later said, "That's just a doll, right?" After being told it was a person, he reportedly replied that his hand touched her by mistake. The suspect also seemed to regret having stopped to catch the film. "If I didn't watch a movie here, I would have been caught," he said. He's been charged with indecent assault. The smoking gun noted he's being held on $10,000 bail, with a court hearing set for a couple weeks after this went
I
down.
love that he assaulted somebody, but he's only mad that he
When he fell asleep in the theater.
Right.
Correct.
Because he wouldn't have been caught if he just kept going.
Jesus, man. People are weird. I've never thought to grope the Easter Bunny.
No.
I mean, just like, it's the Easter Bunny, man. And I know it's a person inside, but I don't need to interact with them. You know? I don't know. It's just weird to me.
I think...
yeah, I will say, you ever go to Disney? I don't know how to explain it, but we had dinner once at Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
So while you're waiting, sometimes she comes downstairs where you're waiting in the bottom of the castle and, like, sits on a throne. And it's like seeing a real princess.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, my God.
I've been stuck in the Princess Parade before because you can't get across the street. And when it starts, this is Disneyland.
Oh, no.
You're on that side. Like, you want to go over there.
Right.
You want to go over there bad, but it's just princess after and you would think that this parade would last, I don't know, half an hour or whatever. They have so many princesses. This thing is easily over an hour long.
Just parading princesses?
I'm there with my two daughters, and they're even getting tired of this.
Right.
You know, and they're young.
There's a lot of them.
There are a ton
How many
of them.
princesses does Disney have?
I bet they have 30. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. There's a lot of films that, like, just aren't as big for us because we're older.
Sure.
But they still pump out princesses.
Yep.
You know, you could be in the parades at Disney World if you get there early and sign up.
Oh, what, you just walk with them? That's it?
Yeah, I got to wave a little American flag because it was around July 4th.
Okay. All right. Who were you closest to? What character?
Ariel, another princess, was in front of us.
God, all princesses.
Yeah, it really was. Entire parade.
Hello, Gerald. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hola.
Hola. Hey, I want to say I appreciate you guys opening up the second annual Miles Montgomery Classic to singles and doubles because I was able to score a single.
Awesome. Very cool.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, right on, man.
I've met you guys a few times, been to a couple of your events. So this is the story. I had went to a nightclub with my little brother the night before this event I was going to. And I had a wristband. And I didn't cut it off. And the event I was going to was held by the radio station that I listened to. It's the rock station. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to the South. And they threw these free concerts every year, and we would see this band Rehab. They come through a lot. There's a lot of different bands. I think Beck was there one time, and some other really good bands. But the concerts were free, and they put them on in the streets of downtown Atlanta. And they block off everything. So I'm there, and I see all these, some nice people going up this one area. I'm like, well, where are they going? Looks like they got a view from the top of this rooftop. And so I just, meander over there. I'm way, way too intoxicated, really, to talk to people. And so I'm just, flashing my wristband at people. And next thing I know, I walk up this stairwell to this rooftop. And there's all the radio personalities of that time. I think it was 99.7, a rock station down from Atlanta. And I'm hanging out with all these people, getting free beers, and just keep flashing my wristband like I'm supposed to be here. I think I was holding myself pretty good, and I was drinking a lot of beer, so I think I started losing my composure. And then they had these outhouses. And I was like, man, I just got to like go in there and like smoke a bowl or something. And I went in there. And when I went in there, this girl came in right after me. And she's like, I need to smoke some weed. And it's like, she rolled a joint and I'm leaving out there and smoked weed. And I was all like, hey, is this an opportunity to do other things? And she's like, no, you were coming in here and smoked weed and I smoked weed. We're leaving. I'm like, oh, that's cool too. So, we leave the porta potty, and very obviously everyone's attention is on us because we've just been in there for a while smoking pot. And then she goes out and mingles, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this woman named Dana, she was my older brother's high school crush. Like, so she was crushing on my older brother all the time. And she comes up out of nowhere. She's like, Gerald Smith, what are you doing up here? And I'm intoxicated and stoned now. I'm all like, hey, I got this, like, wristband from the night before, and I, like, snuck up here. It's pretty sweet. And she's like, oh, so you're not supposed to be up here? I was just wondering about that. I'm like, oh, wait. We're cool, right? From high school, remember? And then she's like, I don't know. Then people approached her, which were the radio personalities. I can't really remember who they are because they aren't as cool as you guys and haven't been on the air as long as y'all. And they approached her and I, and they started talking. And I was like, oh, you're so-and-so. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you look like Clark Kent. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, you're like so Clark Kent. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, you look like a nerd, dude, but on the radio you sound awesome. Oh. And he's like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, it's about the time.
Mm-hmm. Don't insult the host.
Yeah, your wristband ain't worth jack, dude.
Why was what someone was wearing important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Would you look at that? It's time for some of our favorite Snapple Real Facts. Real Fact 1433, toe wrestling is a competitive sport. Real Fact 732, the chicken is the closest living relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Real Fact 1599, a man once ate an entire airplane. Youch. Did he have any hot sauce? Yeah, so anyways, this has been a refreshing break brought to you by Snapple. Real tea, real juice.
With absolutely refreshing!
Life can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to go through it alone. On my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Brathen, I share openly and vulnerably about everything life brings us and what we can learn by living with our hearts a little bit more open. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on self-care, motherhood, healing, and more. You are enough, just the way you are. And this podcast is a reminder of that. Follow and listen to From the Heart with Rachel Brathen wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Round one of Ted versus the FCC coming up at 4:35. Round two coming up at 5:40. Yeah, at the very end of TV Time with Ted. That is for a chance to win the final twosome in the Miles Montgomery Golf Classic, presented by Pinky's Plumbing. So, 2 shots at Ted versus the FCC. One matters for the listener. One matters for your overall record.
Both matter for my pride.
There you go. There you go.
Talking about people and what they're wearing today, the question why was what someone was wearing important to the story. 2 Americans were busted in a stunt at the home of the baby monkey known as Punch.
Is that the one who drags the stuffed animal around?
Exactly.
Okay.
The one nobody else likes in his world?
I think he's starting to make some progress there. He
Is
said
he?
Punch even got a girlfriend now. Mm-hmm.
A stunt involving a costume man and a celebrity baby monkey has landed 2 American tourists in Japanese police custody. Authorities say 24-year-old Reed Dason climbed into the monkey enclosure at the Ichikawa City Zoo near Tokyo on Sunday, while 27-year-old Neil Dwan allegedly filmed the incident. Police say Dason hopped a fence. It was about 10 feet, if not more, and dropped into a dry moat around the exhibit housing Punch, the baby macaque whose story of being rejected by his mother and comforted by an IKEA orangutan doll turned him into an online favorite under the hashtag Hang in there, Punch. Social media images show the person in a smiley emoji mask and a blue suit holding a stuffed toy dressed the same. Well, he sent the monkey scrambling. The attire appears to be a mascot associated with a cryptocurrency social media account, according to the New York Times. Zoo staff quickly intervened. Officials say the men never got close to the animal. The pair, who initially gave false names and had no ID, had been arrested on suspicion of obstructing business, charges they deny. The zoo, which sees thousands of visitors a day, mainly because of Punch, says it plans to add intrusion prevention nets and patrols.
Because a 10-foot fence isn't enough deterrent.
The episode comes amid rising concern in Japan over disruptive behavior by some foreign visitors, including high-profile trespassing cases by online content creators.
Of course.
It's always that. I told you the story. I was in high school, and my buddy...
I know, it's just like, come on, guys.
My buddy Joel, his dad owned the men's store in town.
Yeah.
And his business partner owned the dry cleaners next door. All right? 2 of our other friends were going to go on a double date. Now, we knew where they were more than likely going to go to drink and where they were going to park their car. It was a development that was in the process of starting to build houses. However, the road was already paved.
Yeah.
The lots had already been marked. Basically, you're just driving on a road in the middle of nowhere, and they haven't started building the homes yet.
Yeah.
But the roads are in and everything else. But there was security in that area because it was kind of a resort-type living area, had a couple golf courses and everything else.
Okay.
But this is in the area that has not been developed yet. That's where we knew they would go to park because those guys lived in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
In the old part, not the new part that was being built. At any rate, my buddy and I get the idea that and keep in mind, his dad just bought a brand new white pickup truck. It might have been a Mazda or either way, it looked like a generic, it was his work truck.
Okay.
So it was just the most plain white truck you could get. So we went to either Radio Shack or Spencer's. I cannot remember which. But they had these lights that had a magnet on the bottom that you could put on top of your car. Like the same type of magnet, siren that you saw a lot of volunteer firemen in West Virginia use.
Yeah.
You know, if they were headed back to the station to get in the truck or they were headed directly to the fire. So they would put these things on their car. Well, they were selling these. So we picked one of those up, and the way it worked was you plugged it into the cigarette lighter.
All right.
Okay, that was the outlet for it. The problem is when you plugged it in, it just stayed red the entire time. But if you plugged it in and unplugged it, it would keep flashing.
So it's flashing now.
Right.
All right.
So So back to my buddy and his dad's business partner owning a dry cleaner. All of the firemen, all of the police, everybody used that dry cleaning for all of their uniforms. All right. So we took the jackets on a Friday afternoon. The police will come back and pick up their jackets on Monday morning when the dry cleaner.
So these are actual policemen's clothes that you are now stealing out of the.
We did not steal them.
I think they would feel different. I know you returned them later.
We brought them back before the Monday morning, okay? But I was the only one who took one of the jackets because my buddy, he was ducked down in the truck, pushing in and out on the lighter so that the light would flip on and off.
Yeah.
All right?
If I took your car for 2 days without you knowing and then returned it, I mean, I think you'd still think it's stealing.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as it was in decent condition. Not only that, but because, oh God, this is even worse. Because of the fact that it is a dry cleaner place, they would find a lot of stuff in officers' pockets.
Yeah.
All right. He had at least 3 police badges in the drawer from previous years gone by at the dry cleaners. All right. So we also got a badge, which I then put in my wallet. All right. Now, when we pulled up to their car, they had already gotten a 6-pack of beer, maybe a 12-pack of beer, and they got a 6-pack of wine coolers, which were popular back in the day.
Yep.
All right. So we come up, and I got the jacket on. It's cool out. I have a scarf around my neck. I have sunglasses on, like Ray-Bans, and I have a police hat.
So you took a jacket, a hat, and a badge.
That's correct.
You grab a gun or anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nightstick?
Well, I had one of those 2-foot-long flashlights.
Oh, mag lights? One of those?
But they were brand new at the time.
Yeah.
They were like a brand new thing. So they were the brightest flashlight on the market by far when those things came out, right? But again,
it seemed like every police force used them forever.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
it was long. There might have been 6 D batteries in there,
Right.
if not more. We put the brights on them. We start blinking the lights, all right? So I get out of the car, slam the door, and I go up. And the first thing that I do is I hit all 4 of them in the eyes with this mag light. Like, they bang, bang, bang. Temporary blind them for a second. Like, I need to see ID. My buddy gives me his ID, and it's his real ID. This, again, the guy in the car, we used to make fake IDs.
Right.
So there was a chance he was going to give me a fake ID. I was going to confiscate it. But he gave me his real ID, and I flashed the light in the back again, and I'm like, this says here you're 16 years old. I see a 12-pack of beer back there and 4-pack of Seagram's wine coolers. He goes, yes, officer. I said, let me see the wine coolers right now, son. And he hands them out to me. I twist off all the taps. I poured 2 out with each hand. I said, there's no drinking allowed on this property, especially when you are underage. Do you understand me? I'm going to haul your ass in right now, sir. And I said, oh, my God, is that a 12-pack of whatever? I said, give me that. So I took that. So now the 2 chicks in the car have nothing to drink, all right? I have taken their 12-pack, all right? And at this point in time, me and my buddy Brian were like, this is a home run. We are.
Yeah, it's great.
We are good to go. So I said, son, you need to pull your ass out of here right now. I am following you out of here. You are not ever to be seen on this property again. So he pulls out. I follow him. Right.
How nice was he? Like, how nervous is he when he thinks you're talking to a cop? Yes, sir. No, sir. And all
yeah,
that.
I mean, he was himself. He was very cooperative. I didn't tell him to get out of the car or anything like that. I did ask him if they were drunk, and he said, no, sir, they haven't been opened yet. I knew that because we knew basically what time that they were going out on a date, what time they were going to get there. So we take the 12-pack, and me and my buddy go, and they were probably out 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
His parents were not home this weekend. That was part of their deal. They were going to go, and then they were going to go back and then crash or party or do whatever they wanted to do there. So we sat there and drank every single, and we were in walking distance of going home.
Yeah.
So we'd already taken his dad's truck back. We just sat there and just threw beer cans all over the front yard. And so when he got back, his entire lawn was covered in a 12-pack that me and my buddy drank. Because when you're that age and you get beer,
oh, God,
you can put down 6 quick. I mean, it's just like, this is awesome. Threw them all in his yard. The next day, he tells my buddy the story of what happened the night before. And so Brian spilled the beans to these guys. They were so pissed. Like, these are our best friends.
Right.
And a friend.
Of course they're pissed.
Yeah.
You ruined him getting laid and took his beer.
Correct.
And beer is
Dumped
hard to
out
get
the wine cooler
when you're underage. Yeah, why did you dump out the wine cooler?
Because he didn't want wine coolers.
I didn't want to drink the wine coolers.
Oh, man.
And I just really just
you got to do that show of force, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to
pick
out
the wine coolers
beer
over the beer. I do get that because the cops do that, right?
It was a 4-pack. So, like,
if you're underage and the cops roll up.
It happened to Bernie with real cops, but they poured out everything.
Right. And I didn't want
But he's not a real cop.
I don't want to pour out everything. I want that 12-pack of beer.
Right. He wants the beer.
I'm just on your buddy's side. I'm pissed.
I thought I made the right decision at the time because I didn't know what they were going to have in there.
Yeah. Oh, no. I think you did well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I dumped out the wine.
I mean, for being a bad friend and stealing their stuff, yes, you made the right decision.
As far as us being able to drink what we wanted.
You would not have been a part of this tent.
No.
Okay. Really? Oh,
I know the pain of trying to get a 12-pack underage, and I'm almost about to get laid in a car.
But
and then my buddy
these.
shows up and takes our beer, and I'm like,
no, but I'm saying, look, Miles says to you, hey, Mike and Thrill are on this double date. You're telling me you would not have gone with Miles and taken my beer.
Well, yours, yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because I'd have done it to you.
I know you would have.
In a heartbeat.
Okay.
I've heard the story for years. It doesn't make it any less.
So, okay, but here's the next thing. So the next weekend, I get word that I have a steady girlfriend at the time, that they're going to get my ass back. And we did have a lot of the same parking spots.
Sure.
I mean, they were just universally known in the area because we would go there and drink in these areas. And we knew nobody would mess with us. So we knew where those were. At the time, my stepfather, maybe a year or two before that, had run for county commissioner.
Okay.
All right. So in our garage, we had all these signs, like where you have like just metal signs with two posts down the middle of them.
Vote for so-and-so.
Yeah, kind of like
whatever.
maybe the size of a wire coat hanger that's holding it up. Well, I made these signs that said, not here. So I just put white paper over that and said, not here. Try again. It was like, but I had like 6 of them at all the places. So before I went on the date, I went out and placed all these signs in these locations. So when they got there thinking they were going to bust me, there's a sign that says, try again, sucker. Like this kind of stuff. So when I got home from my date that night, all of those signs were stuck in the ground in my parents' house in the front yard. They never found me, but they confiscated all the signs and put them back in my front yard, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. But they never really got you back, though.
Water under the bridge, but still.
I mean, one time when I was living with all those guys at Hopkins, there was a group of guys that lived across the way, and they had a keg. But they left for the night and we knew they went to a bar.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? It's time for some of our favorite Snapple Real Facts. Real Fact 1433, toe wrestling is a competitive sport. Real Fact 732, the chicken is the closest living relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Real Fact 1599, a man once ate an entire airplane. Youch. Did he have any hot sauce? Yeah, so anyways, this has been a refreshing break brought to you by Snapple. Real tea, real juice.
With Snap's refreshing! Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade? Oh, nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen? Not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, mine starts here.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Do you have a dark curiosity? Heart Starts Pounding, Horrors, Hauntings, and Mysteries is a weekly podcast hosted by me, Kaylin Moore. Each week, I'll take you on a dark journey through terrifying true urban legends, bizarre true crime cases, chilling tales of backwoods horror, and more. So if you're looking to join a passionate community of the darkly curious, check out Heart Starts Pounding on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, stay curious.
So they had invited us over earlier to drink from said keg. And frankly, we were kind of drunk and we were bored. So we stole the keg and we brought it into our house. So then they knocked.
Wait. You gave Miles grief.
For 12-pack, you stole an entire keg?
Well, hear me out.
Okay.
Sounds bad.
Yes.
And then what these guys didn't know was that I had some friends in in from, where I grew up, PG County.
Okay.
So they knock on the door, and my buddy Cam, who lives there, they're talking real tough. And I hear him going, "We don't have your keg." And the one guy goes, "We could see you doing keg stands from across the right. So we know the gig is up, right? And he's giving him the business. You're going to walk that keg back over and this and that. Now, what he doesn't know is that I'm standing in the kitchen with 4 large dudes that just are hood. Mm-hmm. And he came in, he ducked his toes real quick.
Oh,
we never said a word. He went, "You know what? We're going to take it back." And we just went, "Okay." And he's like, we'll walk it back over. We just went, "Okay." And then when he left, everybody just started laughing like, "Oh my God. We should have. We were the a-holes completely."
How long did you drink off of it before they came back?
Oh, it was only like an hour.
All right.
But that line will always stay in my head. Cam just being like, "Why do you think we have it? We could see you doing keg stands. That's our keg." Right? Because the back windows just looked into each other across the alley.
Wow. And giving Miles grief about a 12-pack.
Hey, they got their beer back.
They did.
Miles drank it.
You would not have given it back, though.
All right.
If they did not come over, you're not telling me you guys would have made it your mission to crush that keg in however many days it takes to do.
Were you drunk when you got arrested, dressed up as a cowboy from the Village?
I was. But the thing is, I had not committed a crime. It was working at a restaurant. It was our Halloween party, right? So they had closed the restaurant. It's just a party for the employees. And me and 4 other of the cooks said, "You know what, man?" Because we couldn't figure out what we wanted to be. So we said, let's just do the Village People. Why the hell not? We'll each be one of the characters, and I happened to be the cowboy. So at that time, I had to take makeup and draw a mustache on, right? Because they had kind of that handlebar mustache. So drew it on, had a red neckerchief around my neck, straw hat, and the blue shirt that the dude wore. Right? Simple costume. Had a great time at the party, and yes, got drunk. But when the party was done, I'm going to walk back home. It's like a 15-minute walk. It's really not a long walk. In that time, I managed to get accosted by the cops. We start, I guess I'm mouthing off. But technically, I guess cops can't mouth off, but I'm mouthing off. And so there were 2 cops originally showed up, and there's always a good cop, bad cop, right? So the one guy's pretty decent. The other dude, the shorter of the guys, he kept tapping me with his nightstick. Not like hitting me, but kind of, "Hey, man, I need you." And I was like, "Dude, you need to stop tapping me with that nightstick." He said, "Or what?" Now, to be fair, I dropped him. And that's what got me right there. I put my shoulder right into his chin. Guy goes to the ground. Now, the thing that I did not know what was happening when I was talking to the 2 cops is that they called backup, so there's a bunch of cops behind me. I had no idea they were there. So once I took out little dude, I'm on the ground immediately, right? Knee in the shoulder blade and all that. And I'm just like, all right. Put me in a paddy wagon, all right? Again, dressed as a handcuffed cowboy. Get down to the police station. They're doing the booking thing at this point. So the cop who I hit, he's the one who drove the paddy wagon. And man, because I was like, "Man, take these cuts off. We can settle." I wanted to beat that dude's ass. Now, at this point, he's very professional. "Sir, just step out of the back of the pack, blah, blah, blah." Then it put me to the guy that kind of books you in. And when he rolls out, he gives me this big, long speech. But the one thing he said is, "And I don't like to repeat myself." Okay, that's who this guy is, right? So he's asking me the questions. He's filling out this paperwork. And then he asked me something, but I honestly didn't understand what he said. So I didn't say anything. So he looks at me and is like, "Are you done answering questions?" I said, "No, I didn't understand what you said, but you said you don't like to repeat yourself, so let's move on." Not the right thing to say. That pissed him off, right? So they throw my ass into the jail. And then, so I refused to give him my fingerprints was the thing. Right? So he's like, "All right, man." And they put my ass in the jail cell. About 2 hours later, that same guy came back, told me his name was Officer Friendly. I didn't believe him, but he came back, and now he's trying to reason with me, and he's like, "Listen, man, we just need to get your fingerprints." I said, "Oh, we're going to get my fingerprints if you open that cell door and cut my fingers off." I said, "That's how, and if you open that cell door, I'm getting out of here, because I am pissed. This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for? I was arrested for resisting arrest." I said, that will happen every time. There has to be something else before that, right? But anyway, so it got thrown out in court later. But I'm sitting in that jail cell, and I still have to go get my mugshot done. So I take my mugshot, and I see the guy smiling, and I'm just like, "What?" And he kind of turns his monitor around, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I forgot that I was dressed like a cowboy.
Talking tough as the cowboy.
I forgot that I was dressed like a cowboy because your adrenaline's going. So when he kind of spins the monitor around, I'm like, oh, my God, it looks so freaking ridiculous, man. And that was the long and short of it, but I got out the next morning. When I'm leaving the next morning, this was...
do you know how long you're going to be in?
You have no idea, man, because this was a Friday night when he put me in there, and Officer Friendly, as he called himself, because I just refused to cooperate with this guy. And he's like, no skin off my nose, man. I'm back Monday. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to be here all weekend. I wasn't. They did let me out the next day. But where Baltimore Central Booking is right next to, like, the notorious strip club area, and there's a ton of prostitutes, whether it's gay or straight. All the prostitutes are there. So when they let me out, the first thing I have to do is walk down that street. I got propositioned by so many people. They thought I was dressed as a cowboy,
like a hustler.
Yeah. I wasn't in the mood, but like 3 different dudes, like, hey, I'm like, man, that is not why I look like this, all right? I'm having a bad day. I'm just going, oh, sorry, man, sorry. Yeah, so I got propositioned, whole 9, got home. Just like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. And like I said, when you forget that you're dressed like a cowboy and then you see the mugshot, you're like, Jesus Christ. I'm permanently, on the books now, dressed like a cowboy.
I would love to find that.
We tried. Patrick Powell tried on my behalf, and we actually reached out to the Baltimore City Police Department, but I believe they keep it for 7 years or something like that. Yeah, so they didn't have it anymore. But, I actually had Patrick Powell reach out to them to see if we could get that picture, because I wanted to post it. Like, look, this is the dumbest moment of my life, but here it is, right?
Yeah.
No shame in my game on that. But, they got rid of the picture.
Sunday return at 10 versus the FCC coming up at 4:35, and we get your emails on the way next to the men's room at KISW.com.
Would you look at that? It's time for some of our favorite Snapple Real Facts. Real Fact 1433, toe wrestling is a competitive sport. Real Fact 732, the chicken is the closest living relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Real Fact 1599, a man once ate an entire airplane. Youch. Did he have any hot sauce? Yeah, so anyways, this has been a refreshing break brought to you by Snapple. Real tea, real juice.
With Snap's refreshing!
Gone South has been a podcast about crime in the American South. But for our new season, we're widening the lens. Follow and listen to Gone South Season 5. Available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
Coming up, we'll drink a toast into the 3-day weekend with a shot of the day. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Jam on. They say a record number of Americans will hit the road for the 3-day Memorial Day weekend. We celebrate on a Bad Choice Friday with Lindsey Buckingham. Average person will drive 50 miles. 50 miles to get to their destination for their Memorial Day plans. So Lindsey Buckingham and Holiday Road taking on Eddie Rabbit. I want to say that the Rabbits are doing pretty well. I think this is in a commercial.
Yeah, we're playing
I know Eddie Rabbit has passed on.
Yeah.
But what is it?
Les Schwab.
Oh, it's Les Schwab.
Yeah, we literally just had it on.
Really?
Like in the last break.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you know the song, maybe.
Yeah.
I knew it when it came out, but then again, I'm old.
That makes sense, man. They're always so nice in there.
Well, Les Schwab?
Yeah.
That's what they're known for, right?
Yeah. I wish I had a car when they used to give out free beef, though.
Free beef?
That was the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, for years. They had, there was this time of year where you got free beef. So when I finally got a car out here, I said to the guy, I was like, is there any chance there's still free beef? And he's kind of laughed. He's like, man, we haven't done that in years.
Yep.
I'm only here for the beef.
Right, you need tires, but beef is better.
Vote now if you follow us on X and Men's Room Live, or you're watching the show on YouTube there. That's a KISW Rock. There's a poll up there as well. All right, speaking of Les Schwab, I'm going to tell you this story real quick, Ted. This was probably a year ago or 2 years ago. The state of Washington has a law where at one point in time in the spring, it's a Saturday, if you have knobbies or the studs on your tires, you have to take those off.
Correct.
So you can't be driving them around. It's a Saturday. And I'm driving to Oregon. I'm just getting into Tacoma. And a nail goes in my tire, man. And my tire it goes down quick. Right. How fast that thing just went flat. So I pull over the side of the road, change my tire. And the next stop, there is a Les Schwab. Now, what I don't know.
Tell me you got free beef.
Well, what I don't know is this day is that day where you're going to take those tires off your car.
All right.
So I walk up to the front counter. There's cars. Every bay is full. There's trucks in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sir, man, my tire went flat. He's like, no way you're getting in today.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, man. He's like, and he explained it. He's like, dude, you just got the worst luck in the world.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I am completely booked. We're even staying open late tonight.
Damn.
So people can come in and take this stuff off. I was like, geez.
So what'd you do?
I ended up going to another garage in Lakewood. There was one of these, like, when I walked into this garage, it was like an old gas station.
Yeah.
With the doors up. The guy was asleep behind the counter. And, like, he like, lifted his head up when I walked in. He's like, hey, man, good morning. And I'm like, well, it's the afternoon, but yeah. You know, like, he's like, I was like, can you help me with this tire? That guy changed that thing in about 5 minutes.
Yep.
He passed it. I was on my way. I was like, he's like, how much do I owe you, man? He's like, I don't know, man. Just give me like $20 or something. I gave him 40. I was like,
dude,
thanks for hooking me
that
up.
old Topaz I used to drive, like
Yeah.
where the battery was situated, changing the light bulb in the left headlight was just very hard to do.
All right.
So I went to a gas station, College Park, whatever, and the guy like basically belittled me. I'd say for 5 to 7 minutes.
About what?
You can't change your own headlight? He's like, you're a 21-year-old male. This, and I go, well, it's a little bit. So this goes on seriously for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then he's struggling.
Oh, really?
And finally, he's like, all right, I get it now. And I was just like, yeah,
I told you.
Why, I mean, you didn't have to insult my manhood for 5 minutes.
All right, do we have time for a few birthday emails brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company?
Oh, hit it again. Step responsibly.
All legitimate. Yes. Want to wish my
Step responsibly.
lovely sister, Alicia, happy birthday. She's the most amazing person and, oh, well, hold on. Yeah, hell with it. Loving person I've ever met with. Although she sounds like a sailor when she talks. I hope Eric and the girls spoil you today. Have fun at the Collie Bud show tonight. Collie Buds?
No idea.
And wish we could be there to celebrate with you. Please give her some turtle wax. The Dirty German's talking about dirty things she does at a reggae show. And the captain on what he does to get drugs into concerts. Lots of love that from Chris, Jess, and Lily Rose.
Yeah, I did not know what this collie bud situation is, but maybe practice some collie butt.
Yeah, it sounds like she'll be sucking on a lot of things. It's this reggae show.
Yeah. Rent a Ross.
Yeah, it's a reggae band.
All right.
Oh,
Makes
it
sense.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Captain.
Afternoon, brethren. Captain, sorry.
Ooh, well, ahoy, there slow you roll, Miles.
Jumping the gun today.
I need to give her little 411 on how to smuggle drugs into a reggae show. Well, the El Capitan is blessed with an unusually elastic rectum. So I have no problem hiding all the drugs I need in my backside. That also includes an incomplete handle of Jack Daniels. Yeah, it fits. It's more fun pulling it out, though. Crunch berries.
Step responsibly.
Afternoon, brethren. Today marks the last year of our friend Alyssa Brown being in her 20s. She turns 29 today. What an amazing soul she is. Awesome, amazing, shy, quirky, and got a heart of gold. Can we just all say together, happy 29th birthday, Elisa?
Happy 29th birthday, Elisa.
And Coach Ted on being the last year before hitting 30. And also a birthday wish for Jordan, too. They celebrate the same day. Thanks, guys. I'm from the Elk Plain Drifter, Amy Jean, and the Weekend Party crew.
All right, 29. Now, this is a sweet birthday here, right? Next year, you'll turn 30. You'll be freaking out. Probably so throw some big party. Maybe do something you regret. But 29 is right in that sweet spot. Still in your 20s. Go out there, get loose, and make fun of everybody this year that's over 30.
Oh, guys, since you mentioned tongue twisters that weren't fit for the FCC, I thought I would get Ted to do my favorite for my 39th. Rhubarb Barbara. Or at least that last bit, since it's long. Cheers, Ted. And thank you, everyone, for keeping us entertained. He wants you to give that a shot.
Rhubarb Barbara.
You can't really mess up. It's just an amazing tongue twister to try to get through.
What, all of it? Where does it start?
The middle paragraph.
Jesus Christ, man. That's a long thing.
Yeah, it is.
I'll zip my pants.
What is the joke here?
I don't think there is one.
I don't trust you. I don't trust this guy. They all went to Rhubarb Bar, Barbara's Rhubarb Bar. So after the Rhubarb Bar, Barbara's Rhubarb Bar, Barbarians, beer Beard Barber, and Barbie, the barmaid from the Rhubarb Bar, Barbara's Rhubarb Bar, Barbarians, Bearbarians Beer Bar could find Rhubarb Bar Barbara and eat some wonderful rhubarb pies and a nice, refreshing glass of Rhubarb Bar Barbara's Rhubarb Bar Barbarians Beard Barber's Beard. All right.
I think you did all right.
That is just kind of funny.
Yeah. Rhubarb Barb's Bar?
I don't know. It felt like a setup.
Yeah. All the gentlemen want to wish Harriet Tubman a happy birthday. Not that Harriet Tubman.
Someone named their child Harriet Tubman.
Can she please get that horse fart and a Geez Louise? Thanks from Mr. Tubman.
Is her name Harriet and she married a Tubman?
I don't
What else?
know. Geez Louise.
Jeez Louise. I don't know that I would have taken that last name if my name was Harriet.
I'd be like, man, no, there's no way. Harriet Tubman.
No. I'm not being named Harriet.
I hope it's
I've known
lady.
one Harriet.
Well, that's what I was going to say, too.
I hope desperately that this Harriet Tubman is a white woman. Just so she says, my name's Harriet Tubman. Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Is that more awkward for you or me?
For her.
Konnichiwa, degenerates. I do declare it is the birthday of Rich, pronounced Smokemaster Flex's birthday today. In honor of him spending his Memorial Weekend out joining Tammy with a capital T, can Coach Ted give him advice on how to have a fun red, white, and blue time? And Miles bringing some questionable dad jokes. That said, enjoy the weekend, amigos. That from Bacon.
All right. You want classic red, white, and blue holiday fun? First of all, we're going to need hot dogs. Maybe some potato salad. Maybe a baked bean. Maybe some corn. You can either give a shout out to Mexico and make some elote. Other than that, I recommend a 6-pack of the Men's Room IPA. Then after that, drink some Freedom beers.
Freedom. 72 ounces of freedom.
All right, Rich. The dad, you're going to get all of them. The Lord said, Peter, come forth. But Peter came in third and took bronze. What did the doctor say when the patient asked to sew his own stitches? What did the doctor say when the patient asked if he could sew his own stitches?
I don't know.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
Dad Joke Friday. What do Germans use for contraception? What do Germans use for contraception?
Yeah, we don't.
I don't know what.
Their personalities.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
So I'm having a very fine time.
Here's one that Jerry sent in. Dad joke from Jerry. Guys, unfortunately, my grief counselor passed away.
He's so good, I didn't even care. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
How does a hamburger introduce his girlfriend?
This is Patty?
Meet Patty. Meet Patty. Okay.
You want that dog one from yesterday? Like the cops knocked on my door. They said my dog was chasing a kid on a bike.
Oh, no.
I slammed the door. My dog doesn't even own a bike.
What is Disturbed's favorite bottled water? The band Disturbed, what is their favorite bottled water?
Dasini?
I don't know.
Ooh, wah, la, la, la. Or oh, wah, la, la. Why did the comedian go to the morgue?
Because he was dead?
It was open mic night. How do you kill a person that only listens to 80s soft rock? How do you kill a person that only listens to 80s soft rock?
Softly with this song?
You cut off their air supply.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Here's my joke. And finally, my girl told me I was the worst sex that she has ever had.
Oh, yeah?
I told her there's no way to figure that out in 15 seconds. Yep. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Alvin. Oh, this is kind of a cool email right here. All right.
Why is that?
Okay. When we did the Smash auction, one of the items up for bids was Little Woody's. They were offering up a specialty hamburger for one of our listeners who had the highest bid that they could create and would be the burger special of the week at all of the Little Woody's locations. All right. I was one of the first people to bid on this hamburger. Unfortunately, I got outbid by a lot.
I would say you were one of the first people to be outbid.
Yes.
Just how you phrase it.
Taryn jumped in from the Daily Mix Morning Show.
Well, you outbid her, right? Didn't you?
No, she outbid me.
Oh.
Ryan Castle came in, outbid her. And it was back and forth. And all of a sudden,
I had a secret buyer in there.
You did?
I did. I knew, and he ran it up as high as he could. But this guy, Mark went over the top.
Mark comes through. But Mark, he gets an email from Jana at Little Woody's. Said contacting you for the auction-winning Create Your Burger at Little Woody's contest. So we typically approach it with, choice of protein, whether you want beef or chicken, what type of bun you want. Then your creativity comes into play. Something you grew up with, your favorite culinary style, whatever. We can look at various veggies, fresh pickled stuff, incorporate a flavor into an aioli, add something crunchy with texture, you name it. But basically, getting back to Mark and saying, hey, look, we'd like to get this thing put together, and hopefully we can get the burger out in September.
Okay.
All right. But ideally nail down the ingredients and what you want.
Sure, so you can get ready.
As soon as you can. So Mark writes back to Jonna at Little Woody's. And he says, hi, Jonna. Thanks for reaching out. I'd like to discuss assigning the task to Miles in the men's room on the show. They're ones that made it happen. Miles was one of the first bidders for the auction. He sounded like he was really into it. So between him and the guys, I'm sure they can knock it out of the park. If you could do me a favor and ask them to create the burger, I truly would appreciate it. I think that's appropriate. Let me know what they say. Thanks in advance.
How about that?
So
this is what you wanted more than anything.
We have now been tasked. Well, here's the hard part about this, okay? All four of us are going to have to get involved in this, which means, from Steve's perspective, he's not going to want to eat vegetables on this thing.
That is correct.
Which to me, that kind of sucks. Because I like
what would you put on the burger?
I'm trying to think. Would you be good with grilled onions or something like that?
Onions are fine. I don't like tomato, pickle, and lettuce. Right? Those are the ones. Those are the standard.
I think it might be easier to give Miles our absolute no's, and then you design the burger. My only no, and I know you like it, is blue cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
Blue cheese. No blue cheese.
I'm with you. No.
Okay. My only no, and I don't care what anyone says. They can, themselves. No pretzel bun. Look,
do they even offer that?
She said basically, look, if you need some specialty things like different kinds of...
that's what
I
see.
We need to get this thing put together early so we can prepare for whatever it is you want. I might, on the flip side, reach out to Jonna and see if we could do the idea we originally came up with, which was 3 separate sliders, all on one tray.
And that way, each one of us, right? So mine is the one that has no vegetables. Miles is the one that definitely has vegetables. Yep. Ted's one that has blue cheese, right? So maybe we could break it down like that. But we need to talk to Little Woody's about that because we're not going to agree.
We don't
on
know if we can
burger.
or not, but either way, we're going to create a burger.
What? We're just not going to agree on a burger.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just not going to happen.
We also got to come up with a name for the burger.
I mean, for that one, it's the men's room slider platter.
I mean, are you going to order that?
Men's room slider platter?
I mean, did you think about the first thing that Steve's mom said when we got the sausage?
She goes, what'd you guys call it? I said, it's just men's room sausage. Her response, and I quote, ew. And I'm like, I said, we didn't think about it. We're used to the name, but I'm like, now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds terrible. Men's room sausage.
Yeah, ew. And if we just make one, I still think on this one, Miles, because you were so about it.
Yeah.
You design it just with the nose. We call it like the Miles Mac.
The Miles Mac?
Miles Mac. All right.
You like Big Macs? You like Little Wood? I'm trying to help.
I know. Have we done this one before? That one on top?
I'm not sure. Show it to Mike.
Mike, the one that's highlighted. Have we done that 10 versus the FCC? Yes, I don't want to double up.
I've done so many of them, dude.
No.
I'm like Tom Brady.
No, I don't think we've done this one before.
Okay. No, right. We'll stick with that. Okay, so I think it's time that we go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. If we could, let's go back in time.
Some say sheep that struggle from sexual frustration sit on ships and sip on Schlitz. So sheepishly, sitting Schlitz sippers sent ships of sexually frustrated sheep to sit on sheets of silt slits.
3 times fast.
Some sheep that struggle from sexual frustration sit on ships and sip on slitch. So sheepishly sitting Schlitz sippers sent ships of sexually frustrated sheep to sit on sheets of silt.
On silk.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
And away we go again on Ted versus the FCC.
Let's go.
Yep. I can't believe how many more listener submitted Ted versus the FCCs we've had now that we stopped working hard on Thursday nights.
If we had known that, we'd have stopped working so hard.
How's the sleep going?
Oh, much better now.
Yeah, get to bed early.
Yeah.
A little bit for you guys.
One day at a time. Okay. This comes from our buddy Eric, who says, suck it, Ted. He sent in a couple submissions already this year.
Is this the same Eric that already beat me this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, no. He's out to get you.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hey, look, man, if you're going to come up with this stuff on your own, we're gonna do it. Yeah. That's how the game's played. This one has to do with Buck. He likes to make fudge. And it goes something like this. Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck's fudge. Buck watches Fred suck his fudge. Buck fudgers and Fred suckers. Or is it Fred fudgers and Buck's suckers? All right. The way that we do Ted versus the FCC is 1 time through, then 3 times fast.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck fudge. Buck watches Fred suck his fudge. Buck fudgers and Fred suckers. Or is it Fred fudgers and Buck suckers?
3 times fast.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to watch Buck's fudge. Buck watches Fred suck fudge. Bug fudgers and Fred suckers, or is it Fred fudgers and Buck suckers?
1.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck's fudge.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that thing will try again next week.
All right.
Hey, but don't forget, as far as the Miles Montgomery class, the last twosome is up for grabs coming up. We are going to do one more Ted versus the FCC, or maybe we'll continue on next week if Ted gets it right. At 5:40, right at the end of TV Time with Ted.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, so real quick here, a little programming note for you. 3-day weekend. If you're out there grilling, pick up some Men's Room beer brats, Uli's famous sausage.
Oh, yeah.
I know for a fact they are available at the PCC in Fremont. Saw them there again this morning.
All right.
Nice. Now, as far as the Men's Room IPA, it's available at a lot of select locations. But the Men's Room Red, we know for a fact, as at the Westie on Roosevelt, and now on draft at Mike's Chili Parlor in Ballard.
All right.
Mike was one of the first people to carry the Men's Room Red in the first place.
Yes.
So it's good that he got that beer back, man. And word on the street, people are loving it. So if you're in Ballard, stop by Mike's, pick up a Men's Room Red. My recollection is there's still some Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa at Market Time in Fremont.
All right.
And, of course,
Dip responsibly.
Your West Seattle Thriftway has all 3 of those products if you want to enjoy over the weekend.
That West Seattle Thriftway, they've had stuff for years.
Yeah, dude, they treat us well.
You grilling them up on Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
I'm
going to get up, I'm going to drink champagne, watch Arsenal lift that trophy, and eat Men's Room sausage for way too early.
What are you putting on?
Champagne and sausage. I like
Champagne and sausage, the only way I party.
You going to kraut, or are you going to go like onions and peppers? What are you doing?
You know, I don't know. That's a good call. I feel like because it's still a beer brat, right?
Yeah.
I feel like generally if I put peppers and onions, it's because it's an Italian sausage.
Right, but the sausage is so good. I've had it both ways.
What do you recommend?
I would go onions if you're going to add anything, but honestly, you don't need to add anything.
No.
You really don't, man.
You really don't. Just some good mustard.
I might put
Agreed.
a little Dijon on there.
Dijon?
I'm a Dijon guy these days.
Man, I'm telling you that Boar's Head sweet brown mustard, I think it is. I don't know. It's so good in my fridge, man. Like, I'll just squirt it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Straight
But
up.
to help our friends at the Fisher House when you buy all 3 of those products and be safe and enjoy the 3-day weekend. Speaking of the weekend, coming up at 5:08, we will drink a toast with a shot of the day. We do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A new study found that riding a bike can boost more than the health of your body, but also your mind as well.
Really? Riding a bike?
Yeah. What do you know?
I mean, riding a bike through traffic, like if you're commuting, it's not relaxing. But I feel like anytime you're on, like, just cruising around on a beach cruiser or whatever, it's always pretty fun and relaxing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're on a beach cruiser, you're living the right life.
Yeah.
That's my thought, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I haven't rode a bike in a while. I enjoyed bicycling when I was a lot younger.
I mean, that was transportation when you were a kid, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ride anywhere. That was great.
Yeah. Pro chess players make better moves when they decide faster, according to a new study. Kind of the paralysis of analysis, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't have that problem. I'm terrible at chess one way or another.
I used to be okay at it.
Okay.
Now I'm bad at it.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, I think that goes for a lot of sports.
Sure.
Like, watch a third baseman, right? If it's like a slow grounder and they run up and they got to gun it across the field, they almost always make that throw.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they get that hot shot and they've got time to, like, double clutch and think about it.
Right.
That's when it goes sailing.
Overthrow.
Yep. Researchers have identified a new marine species that they're calling the T-Rex of the sea.
The T-Rex of the sea.
Is that because they have little tiny arms?
Maybe.
They look like CeeLo.
Oh, no.
Do they have a picture of it?
I'm not working on it, man. I don't know what it is.
The T-Rex.
Honestly, it was paywalled, so I wasn't able to see it. So many freaking news stories are paywalled these days, I can't see a doggone thing.
Hate that.
Killing me. Like, spread
Just
the
don't
word.
just don't share it if it's a paywall.
Right.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
Don't give me the headline.
Yeah. I know for a fact when I say Seattle Times, like I can't click on this.
Right.
Oh, no. So I don't bother to read it.
I'm going to do it this weekend.
What's that?
If I'm sitting at the bar talking to somebody, like halfway through, I'll go, if you want the rest of the story, it's behind a paywall.
Oh, there you go.
Subscribe to
One
Ted's Bar Buddy.
beer, I'll finish the story for you.
Do it with the joke. I mean, have like a great setup. Like, I mean, punchlines behind the paywall.
VD told me to randomly walk up to someone over the weekend and go, or if you're at work, and say like,
Oh, yeah.
have they talked to you yet? And just
no.
walk away.
Yeah.
Hey, have they talked to you yet? Oh, no. That's awful. Why would he do that? That's so mean.
They talked to you yet?
They talked to you yet?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be
You didn't
back.
hear it from me.
Oh, no.
It'd be funny, too, if somebody just flipped out. Like, I effing knew it. Let's just get it over with.
They found all my porn stash.
Just walk right in the office. F you.
Oh, that applause.
You gotta do it like a man to my face.
Put your thinking caps on. Just time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give y'all a 70% chance of success on this, and it is an adjective brought to you by the letter F. Ted, you're on the bench for right now just because you had a good string. Miles, Thrill, you guys get the first crack. This describes something that causes or involves a lot of emotional stress or worry. An F word that describes something that causes or involves a lot of emotional stress or worry. The sentence is, the paper was poorly researched and blank with errors.
Fraught.
Steve the Thrill.
Oh,
you
nice.
got it.
Nice work.
Well done,
Yeah.
sir. Fraught.
I front the law won.
Glad you got one this week, buddy.
Thanks, Ted.
Ted does hold the gold for the week. Well done.
I know.
Round of applause for Ted. He owns the gold for the
Thanks,
week.
Mike.
Well done.
Smartest man alive.
There's another guy that says it all.
According to a new study, creatine won't fight inflammation for most people.
Was that a thing?
I guess.
I'm confused about creatine. Like, I remember creatine is like you take it to go like get bigger gains in the gym.
Yeah, it's huge in gym culture right now. So I think it's supposed to reduce inflammation so that you can get right back to it.
But I feel like everybody's taking it now.
I take one after I work out.
Okay.
Creatine?
Yeah.
Powder? What? Pill?
Oh, just a little white pill.
Yeah.
Why I gotta be white?
I don't
Why
know.
you gotta point that part out, man?
I don't think there is a black pill.
Little white pill.
Black pills.
Are there? What's a black pill? I can't think of any.
Yeah, tell me a black pill.
Gas station D pills.
Okay.
That's how you know they work.
All right.
There's a rhino on it.
Does this work?
You should not take them.
Oh.
You shouldn't take them?
The problem is that they're supposed to be herbs and stuff, but somehow now I think they're a lot of them. I watched this guy that does the experiments on them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are using the same active ingredient that you would get in a Viagra, but when you get Viagra from your doctor, he's going to prescribe
a dosage
amount. So some of those are just full of it.
Hey, now.
I mean, I think that was part
Does
of
he
what.
show you the before and after?
No.
All right.
But I think that was part of
Look
the
at this
issue
thing.
Lamar Odom had when he OD'd was he was eating those things like Tic Tacs, at the Bunny Ranch or whatever ranch he was at.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, Lamar Odom needs that. Okay, Bunny Ranch or wherever. That makes
Well,
sense.
if you've been on a 4-day bender,
That's
and
a
then
good
you
point.
throw in like legal speed, I mean, it will work, but yeah, you might have a heart attack.
But they advertise those things like you were saying. They advertise them as they're more stimulant as opposed to just the D pill. It's not supposed to necessarily be a D pill. It's supposed to kind of
D pill
rejuvenate you and get you ready for it.
Yeah.
Right. And instead, it's just a Viagra.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't. They're not sanctioned from the FDA, so I can't recommend you take them. But they'll work.
They will get it done. Apparently, wild animals in cities tend to be bolder and more aggressive
because they're around people.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So are people in cities.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of applies to everything in the city.
Right. They kind of
bolder and more aggressive.
Right. Towards people, the people that they're around. Is that what we're talking about?
Everything.
Right. Goodness gracious. There's an article all about why it takes 24 hours to make a single Cheez-It cracker.
24 hours?
There's no way it takes 24 hours to make one.
I think they can make multiple, but I think it takes 24 hours to
From
make
beginning
a
to end.
Correct.
All right.
All just to take the skin off the roof of your mouth.
I love Cheez-Its, though, man.
But Cheez-Its to me are like a hot dog. I don't want to know how that's made.
Yeah.
I'm more
No
comfortable with the
offensive,
Cheez-It
but
than
it's
hot dog.
that and Captain Crunch cereal. Those will take the skin off the top of your mouth.
Yes, they will.
And I don't know what the correlation is, but
Salt and vinegar can leave a weird taste in your mouth, too.
It does. I feel like that just eats away at the skin in your mouth.
Yeah.
And fresh pineapple.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, wow.
That'll acid the inside of your mouth. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Ted, what day is it, buddy? Friday. You're absolutely right. It's Canadian Immigrants Day.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So given that it is Canadian Immigrants Day, I decided to look up some celebrities that you might not, probably do, know are Canadian.
Is that why you gave me the Happy Canadian Immigrants Day card on my desk?
I did. I was a little shocked that I didn't get mine, Steve.
It's in the mail.
Okay, good. Let's see here. Actors and actresses, celebrities that you might not know were Canadian. Elliot Page.
Did not know.
Known for the quirky roles in independent films like Juno and Inception. Many people don't know that Elliot Page hails from Canada. Born in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Halifax.
All right.
All right.
Halifax. How about Kim Cattrall?
Did not know that one.
No, didn't know.
Most famous for her role as Samantha on the HBO series Sex and the City. She comes from Canada before moving to New York. Born in Liverpool, England, and when she was an infant, her parents emigrated to Courtenay on the scenic Vancouver Island.
Huh.
Kim Cattrall. Vancouver. Let's go. Kobe Smulders. Might know her from How I Met Your Mother. She played Robin Schabotsky.
Oh, yeah.
Known for 9 seasons where there was a running joke about her Canadian heritage. However, most people don't know that the Avenger star is Canadian in real life as well. She hails from Vancouver.
Okay.
Oh, real life Canadian, huh?
What was Robin Sparkles was her name.
That was her name on the show, Sparkles.
So here's the thing, is that it was very much a running joke that she was Canadian, and it came up several times during the show. But also in the show, she at one point in her life starred in a Canadian pop culture teen TV show where her name was Robin Sparkles.
Ah, all right.
She had very inappropriate songs too. Because Canadians are big into beavers. Jim Carrey. Did you guys know that Jim Carrey was Canadian?
Yes. Oh, yeah. That one I knew.
Let's see. The famous comedian Ace Ventura star was born in Toronto, a suburb called Newmarket.
All right.
With a region with blue-collar roots. I did not know he was Canadian.
Yeah, that one I knew.
It matches, though. Let's see here. Celebrities that you might not know are Canadian. Mike Myers.
Knew that. Yep.
Let's see here. Does anybody know where he came from?
Toronto.
Whereabouts?
No. I bet he's French-Canadian.
Born in Scarborough, Ontario.
I'm wrong.
Okay.
Elon Musk. Didn't know that he was Canadian.
I thought he was South African.
yeah.
He was born in Pretoria, South Africa. Let's see here. He moved to Canada to attend Queen's University in Ontario.
Oh, so he went to school there.
Yeah. Does that make him Canadian?
No.
Okay.
Do they call it school, or they like the English and call it university?
University.
I mean, my daughter lived in Africa for 2 years. She's not African.
No, she's not. No, she is not.
She looks African.
Yeah, she does.
Leonard Cohen. Again, these are celebrities that you might not know are Canadian.
I did know
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, yeah. He's like one of their biggest artists ever.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where he's from?
Leonard, no.
Any guesses? Leonard Cohen. Where would Leonard Cohen be from?
Alberta.
I think it's like Winnipeg or something.
City or province?
Go province.
Quebec.
Quebec. You nailed it. Good job. If I can, let's do we can do the province here. Kiefer Sutherland.
I did know that, yes.
He's a Canadian citizen, as was his father, late Donald Sutherland, although the 24 actor was born in London. His grandfather is the former premier of Saskatchewan.
Oh, damn.
Oh, so Rough Rider.
This one isn't a shock to anybody, but Alex Trebek.
Yep.
Was born in Canada. So does anybody know where Alex Trebek, which province Alex Trebek was from?
I'll say Quebec as well.
Quebec.
Oh.
I'm sticking with Manitoba.
Manitoba. Ted.
I'll say Ontario.
Ted's correct yet again. Ontario. I know my Canadians. Sudbury, Ontario. And he attended University of Ottawa.
Oh, the capital.
Yeah. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
What?
Began as a professional wrestler before becoming an action movie star. Although the Scorpion King and Rampage star was born in California, not Canada, he obtained Canadian citizenship in 2009 on account of his Nova Scotia-born father.
Oh.
And he did play in the CFL for like a year.
He did, didn't he? I
Yeah,
forgot
I
about
thought maybe
that.
that's how he got it.
I didn't know Rocky was Canadian.
I thought they were Islanders.
Right?
What's with all those tattoos?
Well, I think his heritage is certainly Islander, but
Yeah.
Where you're born.
Fake ass Islander.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos aren't even Canadian. They're from freaking San Francisco.
It's all a lie.
the whole thing's been a ruse.
Roman Reigns from Georgia.
It's a goddamn simulation.
It's a simulation. Margaret Atwood.
Why do I know her name?
Her most famous novel, The Handmaid's Tale, takes place in New England and envisions a dystopian United States. She herself is from New
Ontario.
Brunswick. Ontario. Ottawa, Ontario.
I gotta go with the Ted answer.
Nelly Furtado.
Ooh. Did not know that.
Let's see here. 2016, she opened the NBA All-Star Game. Yes. Does not say where exactly she's from, but she is from Canada. Yes, indeed.
Just all around.
It's going to shock y'all. Drake is Canadian.
Yes, I know that one.
He's from Toronto.
Yeah, he is from Toronto.
I mean, to his credit, he might be the most famous person ever from Toronto. He reps it all the time.
He does.
Yep. I'm also kind of tired of all the slander.
Of Toronto?
Of Drake. I still like Drake, his music. Kendrick's great, too. I want to like them both.
All right. He was also the big star of Degrassi, The Next Generation, from Toronto. Yeah, it's a great show. It doesn't freak me out at all. Rachel McAdams.
Ooh.
Rachel.
Ooh. Yeah.
We found Miles' favorite.
Yeah.
Where is she from?
Who cares?
Alberta.
Manitoba.
Doesn't say. Hang on, I got to figure this out. I actually just watched her movie that came out on Hulu. Send Help.
Yeah, you said to check it out.
That was
my
awesome movie.
I just think she's hot.
London, Canada.
London.
Where in the hell is? It's Ontario.
Of course.
Everybody's from Ontario. No, it was a great movie. It's on Hulu. I highly recommend it.
All right.
It is a mind freak. It's kind of like a modern day Misery, which was really, really cool. There's a scene in it that will freak you the ever living out, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
Okay.
Her acting is superb in that movie. Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Canadian.
Right? Man. He's got to be either from Toronto or Montreal.
There's a reason why he starred alongside Rachel McAdams in The Notebook, because he too hails from London, Ontario.
For real?
Yep.
Damn.
Remember,
Okay.
he dated Alanis Morissette.
Did
Who
he?
hasn't?
Good point, Mike. My bad.
Because wait for it, there's another one that I'm sure dated Alanis Morissette as well. Coming up here in a second. William Shatner.
Yeah, knew that one.
I did not know he was Canadian.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Where's he from?
That part I don't know. Canada.
Ontario.
Montreal.
Oh,
he's an
Quebec.
expo.
Huh.
He's an expo.
What a cool town that is.
Montreal? Never been to Montreal.
It's like going back in time to Europe in North America.
Really?
That in Quebec City.
Okay.
It's almost architecturally like Amsterdam.
Okay.
Montreal is one of the few cities that, like, I don't care if you're white, black, whatever. Everybody I know that goes to Montreal is like, Montreal is awesome.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Some of the best looking people I've ever seen in one place, other than like Miami.
I'm about to say.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like you walk around like, Jesus, man.
Or
wow.
Brazil. Michael Cera. I feel like I knew that one.
I did not know that.
There's a handful, there's a whole clique that's all from Canada, and he's a part of that group.
I bet he's a BC guy.
Brampton, Ontario.
Ontario.
They're all from Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the big star for Baywatch,
David Hasselhoff.
The Hoff?
Pamela Anderson.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, she's from Vancouver Island.
She's British Columbia. That's right. Let's see. She was discovered. Do you know where, Ted?
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys football game. They put her on the big screen.
BC Lions football game.
Oh, BC Lions. Okay.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live's Lorne Michaels.
Yep. Knew that one.
Where was he from? Oh, from Toronto.
There you go.
Right. Joni Mitchell.
Of course.
I knew that.
Keanu Reeves. Did not know Keanu Reeves was Canadian.
I didn't know that.
No.
He grew up in Toronto.
Really?
A city that he moved to at the age of 5 with his family after they left Beirut. His original birthplace.
Oh, yeah. He was born in Lebanon. I did know that.
Yeah.
God, that guy's just...
that guy.
There's nothing normal about him.
Right.
Everything is extravagant. And he's a great guy. It's like nothing is like, I grew up in a trailer.
Right.
No, he's like, I learned French by the time I was 4.
For no reason at all.
Exactly.
Right.
This guy's kind of hard to put your finger on him because didn't he start with like Bill and Ted and that stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like there's Speed and The Matrix and
Point Break.
Right. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
guy?
I mean, he definitely went through like a lull there, and people kind of used to make fun of him. And then after The Matrix and everything, he's like, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah. And again, it took me years to watch it. John Wick is an awesome movie.
They're great movies.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got to like an actor who says you need to cut dialogue.
Right.
Because they're so ego-driven, they want to talk. They talk and talk and talk. And when they, the most recent one they did, they sent it to him. He read it, and he said, man, you got to cut 50% of the script because John Wick doesn't talk that much.
That's right.
I'd like to have tea with him.
Tea?
Yeah. He
Not
doesn't
even
seem
a
like
beer.
he doesn't seem like a beer guy, but we just drink tea, and he barely talks. And at the end, we understand each other.
All right. All right.
Okay, you have thought this out.
And then I will leave you with this last and final celebrity that you might not know was Canadian. This celebrity is is an actor in Grey's Anatomy. Anybody know any of the
Noah
actors?
Wiley? No, that was ER.
That was ER.
She hails from
Ellen Pompeo?
Nope. She hails from Ottawa in Ontario. Sandra Oh.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
Sandra Oh, Canadian. Did not know that.
She was also in that famous wine movie.
Oh, right. Sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She was also she voices in Invincible on Amazon.
Apparently, she's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A teacher in Florida was found unresponsive in her car, and you won't believe what was wrong, Miles.
I believe it because it's Florida.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to the 3-day weekend and drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. I believe, Mike, you might have this story in headlines, but today we toast an unidentified man from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's driving his pickup on Interstate 41 when he got to the National Avenue interchange, but he was greeted with a road closed sign. Well, that didn't sit well with our honoree. He wanted to get where he was going. So he simply got out of the truck and physically removed the barrier, got back in his truck, and decided to drive down the road that was closed, directly into freshly poured concrete, where his truck got stuck, and he had to call for help. Yeah, turns out he was fined for that, and have a wonderful picture. I mean, it was some deep-ass concrete, too, man. That's why it said road closed. He didn't want to believe it, and yeah, so truck got stuck, and has to pay a pretty hefty fine and get his truck the hell out of the road.
Oh, my God.
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, your winner on a Bad Choice Friday coming up next.
Energy drink, protein bar, and suddenly the gym happens. Fuel your day at Extra Mile at select Chevron locations.
It's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
All right, today we hit the road for the Memorial Day weekend on a Bad Choice Friday. Record number, they say, the highest number of people on the roads in the history of the United States of America.
Just like they said last year, but there's more people this year.
Yeah, they broke the record last year. We expect to break it again this year. So your choices, we had Lindsey Buckingham and Holiday Road from the Vacation soundtrack. taking on Eddie Rabbit and Driving My Life Away. Mike, how was the voting?
Well, we took the votes off of our YouTube page at KISW Rock, and the votes are in. It's a 3-day weekend, which means that we are driving down the holiday road, but we are also driving our life away for little Eddie Rabbit.
Welcome to the weekend. You're listening to the Men's Room, 99.9 KISW Seattle.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with T.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, yesterday during TV Time, talked a little bit about how not just that Stephen Colbert was leaving The Late Show, but it was the end of The Late Show as we know it.
Yeah.
So obviously they had some pretty cool stuff on there. I didn't realize it had been 11 years he had been doing that. He had celebrities show up. Like I said, thinking they were his last guest. Bryan Cranston. There you go, Mike. Yeah. Paul Rudd, Tim Meadows, Ryan Reynolds. He also had the real last guest was Paul McCartney.
All right.
So before we get to how Colbert ended the show, I thought this was kind of funny. He's just talking, look, Paul McCartney is a Beatle. Then he had Wings.
Yep.
He has duets with Michael Jackson. The guy has a lot of music.
Yeah.
So he asked him a question everybody wants to know about lyrics.
Do people ever misinterpret your songs to you?
Yes. I kind of like it, though. You write it, and you sort of think, okay, there it is. It's done. That's the song. Strawberry Fields. The beginning, it says, living is easy with eyes closed. But some people think it's living is easy with nice clothes. It's better.
Now, obviously, I don't think Paul McCartney is like at Eddie Vedder level.
No.
Yellow Ledbetter. It's just a tough song to understand what the hell he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty interesting. And also, my mom loved the Beatles.
Yeah.
Right? I know a lot of people do. A lot of radio stations forever. You had Beatles brunch on Sundays.
Yep.
Right? I know people my age that love the Beatles, but I guess I was just in that in-between period. I just don't remember Paul McCartney being that big of a deal. Then as I got older, you kind of respect what he did and this and that. But he also seems like a decent, cool dude.
Yeah, he's amazing in concert. I've seen him twice. He puts on a show.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's hit after hit.
Of course.
After hit after hit. And it's just like, wow, you're not even scratching the surface on your library.
I was also kind of thinking, too, because he was the musical guest last Saturday on SNL.
Right.
And I'm and he was in some of the skits, which I liked. Do you think he was already booked for one or the other and then combined them? With SNL and Colbert?
I doubt. My understanding with Paul McCartney and SNL, and he was the scheduled guest, but from that book I read, he's a big fan of SNL. He is close friends with Lorne Michaels. So some of the cast members are like, you're doing a skit on stage, you look out in the audience, and Paul McCartney's sitting there.
That's kind of wild.
He just shows up. Yeah, they're 5 times a year. If he's in New York and we're doing SNL, because he really enjoys the show.
Well, that's the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to remember, when the Beatles came to America.
Colbert's was the Ed Sullivan Theater.
When they come to America,
that's the theater.
They're going to play that gig. And nobody knew the Beatles up until that point. Mm-hmm. So when they played that show on that stage, that began the British invasion that we know today.
Yeah.
So the historical significance of him coming back is basically that jump-started his career around the world.
All right. Well, and then I remember, I want to say it was Jimmy Fallon years ago had Paul McCartney on.
Okay.
And they basically were in that giant NBC building. And I can't remember if they were in the elevator or they were just standing outside an elevator. And sometimes the doors would open and people are just like, oh my God, that's Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
They almost forgot that Jimmy Fallon was even standing there.
Out of the two, yeah.
I want to say Castle either rode the elevator with Ringo Starr or got kicked out of the elevator.
It was
one of the two.
They were both waiting on the elevator. And Ringo, I believe, had 1 or 2 security guys with him. But Ringo steps on with his guys. Castle's going to step on. And Castle even said, I wasn't going to bug him. I knew who he was. But he said, Ringo just put his hand out and said, maybe wait for the next one, mate. And then the doors closed, and that was the entire interaction. Yeah,
so he's kicked off.
I like that Ringo Starr's like,
not with you, dude.
It's pretty funny. Let's see. So obviously that was Colbert's final show. The other late night hosts, they were all there hanging out with him as well. And then, I like the way he kind of wrapped it up in the end and kind of put a bow on it.
This show has been a joy for us to do for you. In fact, we call this show the Joy Machine. We call it the Joy Machine because to do this many shows, it has to be a machine. But the thing is, if you choose to do it with joy, it doesn't hurt as much when your fingers get caught in the gears. On night one of the Colbert Report, back in the day, I said, anyone can read the news to you. I promise to feel the news at you. And I realized pretty soon in this job that our job over here was different. We were here to feel the news with you. I'll say to you what I've said to every audience for the last 11 years, and I've meant it every time. Have a good show. Thanks for being here. And let's do it, y'all.
Yeah.
Perfect way to sign off.
Yeah. Now he's on to Lord of the Rings, writing for that.
You know how happy he is.
He's going to write a Lord of the Rings? I thought there was an author.
I want to say his
but he's writing so he's a devout nerd for Lord of the Rings. He makes zero bones about it. Like, he read them in high school, loved the movies, blah, blah, blah. So he'd always jokingly said, I should write a Lord of the Rings movie. So I don't know what he did behind the scenes.
I want to say he's working with his kid.
Really?
Yes.
But yeah, he's working on a Lord of the Rings movie.
Okay.
I mean, that's just like, dude, if that's what you've nerded out with your entire life and now you actually get to do it, like, good on you, man.
What movie or TV show do you think you could write?
Ooh. I'm sure I could write Star Wars.
All right.
A Star Wars movie, anyway.
I want to go with Sesame Street.
I don't think you could. I think it'd be tougher to write a Sesame Street than it would a Star Wars. I do, because you got to think about your audience, right? In Star Wars, here's my good guy, here's my bad guy. Figure out your conflict, right? That's about as easy of a thing as it gets. Sesame Street, like, how do you relate to preschoolers in song in a way that's going to resonate? That, I'm like,
maybe there's conflict. Maybe Big Bird cheats on his girl.
There you go. Is Big Bird a boy or girl?
Maybe Big Bird cheats on his man.
Big Bird's a dude.
Is it a dude?
Yeah.
How do we know that?
Well, I feel like
you look between his legs.
No.
Big Bird's a boy.
Big Bird's
Told
a boy.
you.
All right. Okay. Hey, you were right. Fine. I just wasn't sure.
I think I could easily write like a comedy episode of a good show. Like I could come up with a Seinfeld, I think.
You could probably do
but
that. Yeah.
I would love to write like a gritty, like either gangster show.
I know you would.
Or a cop drama. Like there's something going on there. And like he's not sure what side of the law he's on anymore, man. He's lost his way. I've never obviously thought about it.
Yeah.
Ted's going to write a cop drama that cops can't watch because of all the holes that are in it.
Or it's too gritty and realistic. Yeah, I turn it off, Ted. It's too realistic.
We really shot that guy in the head.
This was my Saving Private Ryan. I had to walk away.
You know what's funny? I just watched the whole thing on that opening scene of Saving Private Ryan when they're on D-Day.
Yeah.
They used actual blanks, so the gunfire is real. Well, the sound effects is real, right? They had they got some weapons from that day, and they filmed it on a beach in Ireland. Obviously, France was like, no, these are sacred places. And then they hired some people that actually had already been missing limbs to blow off them. Who's the director?
Was that
Spielberg?
That was Spielberg, yeah.
He actually filmed 40% of it himself.
Really?
Which is unheard of anymore for a director to pick up the camera and actually do it. It was wild. And then you see a lot of military people that are like, after the first 20 minutes, like they're like, I need a break.
Yeah.
It was way too realistic. I want to say Black Hawk Down is another one that they got all the things pretty much on point where like some people that are military are like, it's too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah. And it obviously important. I love that movie, but I feel bad when I'm always like, God, what a great movie.
I mean, it is a very good movie, but you don't feel great watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know they did well because you feel like crap when you watch the movie.
All right, now a lot of people do Dancing with the Stars. They got a new season coming out.
Yay.
You ever thought about who turns down Dancing with the Stars?
I'm sure they ask everybody.
The list of people that have turned this down is pretty impressive.
All right.
So they asked Bill Clinton once.
Well, I was going to say, anybody who's an A-lister is going to say no. We know that already, but they're still going to ask.
So, like Charlie Sheen, which
probably better that he didn't.
I still think Charlie, bless you, counts as an A-lister though.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who he is.
Correct. And Charlie Sheen, for all the antics and everything, again, he's made some really great films.
Yeah,
like Platoon.
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots is super funny, and so is Hot Shots Part 2. But like Platoon's a great film.
Major League.
Right?
It is.
The
It's a great
original
movie.
Wall Street's a great film.
What's the one where he's a garbage man with Emilio?
Men at Work.
Men at Work. Here's another good one.
Yeah. Underrated movie. I
is.
love that movie. Let's see. Lindsay Lohan turned down Dancing with the Stars. Lindsay, I'd call him back.
All right.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh.
Doesn't she live in Dubai now? Lindsay Lohan. Didn't she marry somebody from there? Like a prince or something?
I don't know if she still lives there. She may have come. Was it Dubai? Yeah, it was somewhere. Yeah.
Qatar, something.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay. Which some of these people are probably also turning this down because they can't dance.
They have some people up there that can't dance.
Right.
Rosie O'Donnell did the world a favor by not going on that show.
Yeah. Weird Al Yankovic turned it down.
Oh,
He'd have been-
shoot. He would
yeah.
have been fun.
I would love to see Weird Al. Like, that would make me kind of, well, I don't know if I'd watch it, but that would make me more interested in it if Weird Al was out there
I
dancing.
would watch the clips of him dancing.
You think they would have done it to one of his songs?
Probably.
I hope so.
Weird
Like
Al
he
night,
has to,
yeah.
Right, he has to play like an accordion version of
He should be a musical guest on SNL.
Hell yeah.
Go out there and just do like a medley of
Yeah.
all his good stuff.
You know, Miles, that's a damn good idea.
Yeah.
And
Because he would do the sketches.
Yeah, and like, you don't meet a lot of, like, I've never met anybody that's like, oh, I hate Weird Al.
Right.
No, I mean, it's,
Well, there was a petition to get him into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the fact of just his comic genius and the fact that he does.
he should be there.
If Madonna's in there, Weird Al should
Right.
be in there.
Yeah, come on.
Well, and like Thriller
He did
said
like a
before,
sturgeon.
too, like, he's actually like a musician.
He's an actual musician. That's the
He
thing. Right?
knows what he's doing. The rest of them are pretty A-level people, right? Like John Stamos turned it down.
All right.
Martha Stewart, Roseanne, Betty White. R.I.P.
Probably like, dude, come on. You know,
She's dead, man.
it doesn't matter what year they asked her. She was already old.
But like Freddie Prinze Jr., I like that guy. He was a pretty big actor back in the day. Summer Catch, good film.
Star Wars writer.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is.
What?
Yeah, big time writer in Star Wars, yes.
All right,
did not
before
know
we
that.
get to this last Ted versus the FCC, a lot of stuff going on this weekend sports-wise.
All right.
Sunday's a massive day. All right, you can get up in the morning. If you watch anything in the English Premier League, every team is playing at the same time. The coverage starts at 8 o'clock. Two important things to watch for. A, watch Arsenal lift that trophy, North London forever. B, hopefully watch Tottenham lose and get relegated like some jackasses. All right, so you got that going. You're also going to have the Indianapolis 500, supposed to start at 9:45 a.m. for us. There's rain in the forecast, so who knows? Your Mariners on Sunday are on at 11. F1 has a race in Montreal at 1 p.m., and then the Coca-Cola 600 Sunday at 3 p.m., and your Sounders at 5.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. Here we go. All right. We have one twosome left for the Miles Montgomery Golf Classic presented by Pinky's Plumbing up at Redmond Ridge. There's 2 slots to remain. What we asked you is, you submitted Ted versus the FCC. If Ted loses, you are in the tournament. If Ted wins, we get another submission and start this again on Tuesday. So right now, Ted, as we see it, we have 5 different submissions for Ted versus the FCC. Is that the one you're going to pick?
I'm taking that one.
Let me see it. This comes from our buddy Scott Ward. You know, Scott and his twin brother, Stephen.
Oh, yeah. I did.
Yeah. They both golf, and they have submitted, both of them, Ted versus the FCC. You pick Scott's. Says, Ted and the fellas, here is a tongue twister. It says, Fitch bucks and fits his bucks fittingly. Bucks sits and sucks his funk while sitting and funking.
Jeez.
Funking and sitting and funking. Fitch bucks sometimes sits, sometimes funking too. Fitch bucks, funks, and funks while sitting.
God, that's a marathon.
Jesus, man.
Hit those ends, Ted.
Hey, careful.
All right.
Come on.
I'm in the room, dude.
The way we do Ted versus the FCC, 1 time through, then 3 times fast.
Fitch bucks, and fits his bucks fittingly. Buck sits and sucks his funk while sitting and funking. Funking and sitting and funking. Fitch bucks sometimes sits, funking too. Fitch bucks, funks, and funks while sitting.
It's all right.
All right.
3 times fast.
Fitch bucks, and fits his bucks fittingly. Buck sits and sucks his funk while sitting and funking. Funking and sitting and funking. Fitch bucks sometimes sits, sometimes funking too. Fitch bucks, funks, and funks while sitting.
1.
Fitch bucks, and Fitz his.
I got confident. Scott, you're going to the tournament.
Damn. I mean, I guess good for them, but I'm 0 for 2 today.
There we go. We got our final twosome.
We got him.
Scott Ward, congratulations, man. You are a winner. Looking forward to seeing you out there at Redmond Ridge Golf Course. All right, coming up, we got headlines up next. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. It's not a good look when the coach attacks the umpire at a Little League baseball game. Meanwhile, a man is arrested for road rage in California. He moves to Hawaii and does the same. Wisconsin DOT worker drives his truck into freshly poured concrete. A Florida substitute teacher shows up to school after drinking vodka. Neat. And today's rescued animal is a pony stuck inside a tractor tire. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my call.
All right, our top story, we go to Florida where the substitute teachers are, they're a little wild. A local school started buzzing when somebody noticed a car that was parked and running in the pickup line with the driver, a substitute for the district, unresponsive behind the wheel. A resource officer called authorities to report that they believed that she was having some sort of medical episode and may be in need of assistance. Officers arrived on the scene and found her passed out behind the wheel and quickly determined that she was actually intoxicated, and they took her keys. They eventually got her to agree to a field sobriety test and a breathalyzer, which clocked her at an impressive .376. She was arrested.
She was not expected to be called in.
Damn.
Yeah. That's
kind of how the substitute teaching thing works, man. It's like being on call.
No kidding. You know?
I don't think I should come in today.
Right. But it's not like it's in the afternoon that they call you in either.
That is a good point.
You know, like if you're a .37 when you're on call as a substitute teacher, you're getting it done.
You got some problems.
Yeah, that's a strong point, dude.
You know, did you wake up at 4 a.m. and just start going to town? They won't call me today. We're good.
Years ago, one of our kind of old bosses, Barrett, like he called me, but it was like 4 o'clock on a Friday to come in at 6, and I was like, dude, I'm at happy hour. Like, I'm not driving in.
Right.
But it was 4 p.m.
On a Friday.
Right. Correct.
Not
reasonable.
7 or 8 a.m. on like a Tuesday, like, already hammered.
Sometimes you hit up a producer when he's on vacation and it's 8 o'clock in the morning and he's about to go to Vegas. Gets a little grouchy. In other news, it happens at Little League games all over the country, but an adult in Oklahoma managed to ruin the fun.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Video's going viral that features the Little League game when one of the coaches gets into the face of the umpire, clearly upset about a call. The umpire puffs his chest and attempts to send the coach back to the dugout, but eventually appears to slap the coach.
Oh.
Yeah. The coach then responded by charging the umpire, unleashing a flurry of punches at his head and throwing him to the ground before he's pulled off by other coaches. Police were called to the field, and the coach was arrested. Community leaders issued a statement reminding people that these events are for children, and we as adults are tasked with setting the example and resolving conflict in a nonviolent manner.
Nicest Little League field, by the way, I've ever seen in my life.
That was a gorgeous field.
I was like, that's Little League?
Right.
Wow. It's nicer than Williamsport.
And it was a weird-looking little smack that the umpire did. It almost looked like he was puffing his chest and pointing off to the side, and almost looked like he was kind of thrown off balance, but still kind of swiped across.
Was the ump like a younger dude?
No.
Oh.
No.
All right.
No, he was not. He was a older gentleman. And I understand frustration. Then again, I've not been a Little League coach. I've not been a Little League umpire. I did play Little League, and I understand the frustration that comes with sports. I don't understand getting so enraged at an umpire that's just honestly volunteering their time to be there.
Children. That's
Yeah.
I mean, if your children's on the team, the only time I really got thrown out of game was just because the call was just so dumb. And I finally just looked at him and I said, you don't know the rules of baseball. That man started a full windup. My guy can lead. You can't pick somebody off from the windup.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Doggone it.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Right.
Well, I had to stop because my brother had already got thrown out. This was bad.
Oh, them Smith boys, man.
I was like, if we both get thrown out, like this is not going to be good.
We can't have pizza.
or the Gatorade.
Or the Gatorade, that's right. There's always Capri Suns on my field.
Yeah.
A serial road rager has just been cleared off of the streets for a while. A man was arrested this time last year after a road rage incident that got way out of hand. For whatever reason, the man turned his car around to confront somebody that irked him out on the road. Side note, they don't mention what happened.
Right.
Cut him off, was on their phone, doesn't say a word, but this guy just wheeled around and chased this person. And they wasted no time in assaulting the 2 people that were inside of the car, one of which requiring 8 stitches for her injuries.
Jesus.
Police arrived on the scene, and it was determined that our boy was actually on parole for a similar incident, and he was arrested again. He was just sentenced to 7 years behind bars.
Good.
Yeah. At that point, that has nothing to do with somebody cutting you off. Like,
Right.
you have a problem.
Well, and that's one of the deals that his family did come out there and say, he is suffering from some mental health issues, and we're trying to get him help and whatnot. It's like, well, you're going to get plenty of help where he's going.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're not going to do it, somebody else is going to, because this guy just can't play nice. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
We go to jolly old England for the latest rescue operation. Crews were called to a local farm where a pony had managed to get itself in a bit of a pickle. The pony was
Got
found...
a pony in a pickle.
It's a pickle pony. The pony was found laying on its side, somehow trapped inside of a tractor tire.
All right.
They took their time easing... I don't know. They took their time easing the pony out of the tire one little bit at a time and were able to safely extract the animal out without causing any injury. One of the crew members stayed with the pony for about an hour to make sure that he was truly good to go, and as he soon returned to grazing and walking around the field.
How did he get stuck in the tractor tire?
Did you see the photo?
I didn't.
Because it was a really, really close-up photo, and it's a very small pony that we've got here. Very small animal. So I don't know quite how he... I don't know. It's a small pony. I don't know what he did. Did he lay inside there and then just get tucked in wrong? I don't know. It's weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is odd.
Yeah. Clearly it looks like the pony's gonna fit in there, but I don't understand.
I think
the
he got in there to
process.
kind of relax, but didn't realize that he was on the inside of the tire when he stretched out.
Right.
Then that could not conform to get out of the hole.
I wonder if it started like he had his butt in there and was like laying up
Just
on the
sat
side
down
and then
and I'll lay
just shift, and then
Pony.
nuzzle and...
Pony needs a haircut, too.
Pony
Jesus.
needs a bad haircut.
Yeah, man, I don't think they're taking care of these ponies very well.
Nah, man. Tractor tires, matted ass hair all over the doggone place. Take care of your ponies.
Respect your pony.
Got your pony stuck in the tire. Men's Room Sports got baseball, playoff hockey, and playoff basketball airing all weekend long. Your Mariners are going to be in Kansas City for a weekend series against the Royals all weekend long. That'll be on Mariners TV. As far as your weather, unfortunately, we're looking at in and out clouds all weekend long with highs in the low 70s and lows in the mid 50s. Holiday Monday is still looking like it's going to be 57 degrees and rain. Let's pray that away, man.
Yeah.
I got a barbecue competition to go to, but that is it for your headlines. With that, have a wonderful weekend.
That
My
sounds
talk is
awesome.
out.
That'll be fun. All right, guys, 3-day weekend. Enjoy. Pick up some Men's Room IPA, some sausage, and some salsa if you can. Help our friends at the Fisher House.
Yes, indeed. Please do that and enjoy the long weekend. In the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until Tuesday, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.